welcome to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're going to do a general collective reading. So take the parts that resonate with you and leave the rest. But before we get started, we're going to cleanse the space and the energy. So if you have headphones in, you might want to turn them down to protect your eardrums. I keep getting... Hold on. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I keep getting like an extra bell, but funny enough, I got an extra card. So when I was shuffling the cards and stuff like that. So the reason why I'm doing this reading is because I have a theory. I want to see like how that theory came out, or if they came out, or if there's like the right path or stuff like that. Because I recently did a reading where it was more so like Greek mythology, with the Greek gods and stuff like that, and I was doing mothers, like the mother issues and parenting and stuff like that. And we got to mother, and then that's the only part, like, we since then, it's been stuck, like, we haven't got to the fathers yet. We haven't got to the daddy issues. We're on mommy issues right now. And one of the characters in that reading had mother issues. So, and then the other one has daddy issues. So, it's just... So, like, that's that's the theory. Like, that somebody did all this because of, like, their mother issues. But it's different kind of mommy issues. Where Hephaestus, it was more so revenge. This person might be a man child. I'm not sure. That's the theory. Because if it turns to that, then it's kind of sort of Oedipus, which is still Greek mythology. But I had to unlock a little Greek mythology kind of thing. Because that was a whole different story, and I'm just like, but that's still Greek mythology, and I'm just like, that he did have a problem with his mom, and it ties, like, it goes together, but it's a different mother issues, because that kind of sort of ties to Floyd. It gets psychological over there, whereas over here it was more so just revenge, pretty much, for his mother didn't want him, pretty much, and he felt orphanized, and pretty much created a contraption to capture her and hurt her and do all this stuff. And I believe it worked out, but like, he lost to his wife at the end of the day, and then did a whole other contraption to embarrass his wife, and so, okay, to embarrass her, divorce her, all at the same time. And then the person that she cheated with, she had to be married to him because of how the rest of the gods found out about the whole interaction. They automatically had to be married, and their marriage ended up being fine ever since. So either way, like, he tried to humiliate one person and shit on that person, and it didn't work out. So this, like, that's what that reading. Okay, that was a whole nother reading. We're gonna just unpack that. That was all about, like, self-care and self-love, how the whole aftermath of this whole different situation. Right now we're talking about mother issues and why we couldn't, like, get over this hurdle. And my theory is, there's, like, I think it's Oedipus, not Hephaestus. But yeah, there's different parts. I'm gonna try to break it up into, like, small, like, the sections, because we have one that just tarot, the other ones is pretty much digging into nitty-gritty and stuff like that. But we'll get started. I'm going to try to spend, like, at least 30 minutes on each section. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. So these two came out together. Also, with this deck, I'm gonna explain it. Like, if it's multiple people, I'm gonna, like, take that into consideration, but I'm gonna explain it. So we have poverty, false person, and main female. Like that, like main female, mature woman, like certain people and stuff like that. Like, those cards, I would consider that, like, as one character, or like one player or stuff like that. So we have a fake person who is poor and believe they are the main character. Next we have despair. We have great fortune. These two flipped over together, but they don't technically go together. So I'm assuming they go together now, so I flipped them over together. But we have family room and unexpected income. How I see the family room in this deck is, like, you're healing some type of family problem, family issues, which was unexpected. Which explains why now you're trying to heal your mother issues. We can't fucking go over the damn hurdle. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, ugh. It's next is the father issues, and it's just like, are we gonna be stuck on that too? Because I haven't done the the King of Cups reading, and then I feel like that explains the whole King of Cups, King of Cups, Page, Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. It explains that little dynamic, and then it's like, if that is the case, then the Page of Swords is somebody's mother, not the girlfriend, or it could be both in that situation. So you see why I had to test my theory to find out, because this shit is getting weird if that is the case. Because then it's like, why are you stalking? Yeah, okay. Then we have bad health. I'm gonna technically put that here because that's supposed to be... Seems like this wasn't supposed to go together. You're healing this and you're doing that, which is unexpected. And whereas if you didn't, you continue to have these problems and stuff like that, you will expect and like lean on other people to fix the problem for you rather than you fixing it yourself. And they can pretty much win you over or get you to do what they wanted you to do by money and giving you money, like pretty much paying you off or buying you off and stuff like that. But to let this happen, or you just continue to ignore it to the point that it manifested in some other way, like you can get stomach. I don't know why stomach ulcers popped in my head, but it's like you can get stomach ulcers like many different ways. Just like the stomach lining, just there's a hole in it. But it could be stress. Because also if you take aspirin, you keep taking aspirin by yourself with no like food or anything like that, like that can burn through your stomach lining. Especially if you didn't eat anything, but you're out here just popping a bunch of, like that can fuck up your stomach line, like certain things, and or like stress, like that can cause. It could be anxiety, depression from time to time. Love handles, because it's a hormone that's going to be excreted, so you start gaining weight, and then that stress you out even more because you're gaining weight. So like it turns into like it affects your health in some way, shape, or form, and then you pretty much die. Like that's not bad. That's pretty much what they expected. They didn't really expect you to heal it or put up a boundary or set boundaries for it. Do we have concern? See what I said? Yeah. You'd be in bad health, you'd be concerned, and that stress you out even more. And then, it doesn't stop anything. But if you figure out what's causing you stress, you stop that and cut that person out, release that. You cut down your stress levels and undo certain things. But they didn't expect you to do that. See, with my healing card, it comes together. It makes sense. Then we have occupation. Yeah, they just thought you'd be concerned, just continue working. Then we have change. Imprisonment, and then high honor, and house. Okay. Okay. So there's a fake female who's trying to be the main character in your life or everybody's life. Because what popped in my head was everybody's life. And trying to make it seem like they're very solid, stable, and put together, and very grounded, but that is a lie. Also, I looked here, I saw a mouse. There's a mouse in this card as well. That is a lie. And I know you've been like, oh, am I the main female? No, not in this instance. If you were the main female, or if you want to be the main female, that's cool. But then there's still a fake person. Like that's what they're trying to portray you to be. You was a fake person that was unstable and grounded, but come to find out it was actually them. You're not the fake person. That's what I was like, not in this case. The fake person is them. See, which is why they all came out together. They think they're the main character in somebody else's life, and they're solid, stable, and grounded to be that, but they're not. Which is why I talked about the mouse here, because there's a cat. It's a cat and mouse game, because they're actually fake. So somebody that is, because cats are independent and very stable, flexible, and grounded and stuff. Like not grounded, but like flexible and stuff like that, can see like this person isn't like a cat. They're actually prey, like food. So they go get it, kind of thing. And then we have 2, which is a choice. 2 is something like choice, balances, yin and yang, right? Positive and negative with this person is more so in the negative aspect. With poverty could barely have like good things or good qualities. And because 2 also talk about like being in alignment. But then we have 8 here. So there's talking about like a loop going round and forth, like round and round, back and forth. So it's like even if they try to move forward, they get stuck, which is 10, and go back in this loop and start it all over again. So even if they get out of the situation, they put themselves back in a situation somehow. See that? It's like there's another person back here, and they both wearing red, and they're similar colors and stuff like that. So it's like this person could be with this person, but not showing that they're with this person. And then they could have a child because this person also have a red necklace, where yours is a little bit different, right? If you want to consider yourself the main female, your red might be a little bit burgundy or like a different. Can you see this? Yeah. See, like this is red, but this is also red, but it's like a different shades or different color of red, like that situation. But it's still red, but like shade or tint, whatever you want to call it. And because like yours is more of the pure color, the true color that it's supposed to be, where they're trying to make it seem like theirs is or was and is not. The house and staple. Then we have high honor and despair. Yeah, now people are seeing, or whatever is happening, it's coming out and it's coming true. Who's want to have a high honor? Who don't? Or who is lying? Who is fake? And who is false? So we're just stuck in a loop, going back and forth, going round and round. Because we have 2 over here. Because I was doing a bookend, which is 2, and then we have 2 here, and 2 is 2 10s. We have a 10 here, so 2 times 10, 20. They can't move on, can't move forward. Why? Because they're not stable and balanced. Why are they not stable and balanced? Because they haven't healed some type of childhood trauma that they have. Because a family room is a room inside of a house. Their house is fucked up. So whereas you, viewer, healed this and fixed your house, cleared up your house, they haven't done none of that. They expect somebody else to do it for them, or trying to hire somebody else to do it for them, and don't really know what's going on in the inside, and know what's going on, and that's not how this works. Back to this. Also with 37, it does 3 and 7 does equal 10, which is why I say completion. But with 3, that's about being in collaboration, like your mind, body, soul, like the Holy Trinity and stuff like that. And then we have 7. That is posing a challenge for them. They cannot be balanced in no way, shape, or form with others or themselves, or even with spirit. Then, with despair and high honor, despair is loss of all hope. And, yeah, spiritually, they lost hope. Physically, mentally, emotionally, they just lost hope in life. Where somebody else, because the person that they try to lie on, is better off and stuff like that. And the despair card, because if you also look back there, there are police. And then we do have imprisonment here. Yep. So maybe we have not hiring, but we also have a dog, which talks about like somebody that's very loyal or dependent, like somebody being dependent. And this person is in despair, loss of hope, can't get a job, can't find a job, might be under investigation, and it might be like they under investigation spiritually, because with all this is happening because of something that they did spiritually, and they did something wrong, and it has to be balanced and it has to be fixed. And what they did was very like a no kind of thing, and there probably have to be big repercussions. And then we have great fortune and imprisonment. So part of me was impressed. You ever watch Black China Empezo? I don't know why, but that popped in my head as soon. Great fortune and imprisonment. It kind of makes sense. But either way, like if that was the case and that was happening, it's like they try to do it like spiritually. They try to take something from you, and God was just like, yeah, no, we don't do that here. Oh, but either way, we have 32, which is 5, and then we have 27, which is 5. But 3, like I said over here, they can't work with other people or even get themselves together. So it's very hard for them to make certain choices. They might like make it seem like they made a choice, but they go back and forth between it. They're very indecisive and unsure, which can pose a lot of confusion and chaos on like what's going on. I was like, what's their mindset? Or like you can't really get a read on them. And then with the we have 25 over here, which still we have the 2, which talk about like choices and alignment and being in yin and yang, positive and negative. Then we also have 5, which I just said is challenges, and it's like challenges, change, and transition. We have change here, so it's like it's very hard for this person to make a change because they cannot stay to it. They can make a they will, like I said, they're indecisive. They will make a choice and then go back on that choice. Like let's say you going out and you about to put on the outfit, you literally be like, you know what, I'm gonna wear blue today, right? So you start looking for your blue clothes. It's like this person would be like, okay, we're wearing blue, heard you. Nah, I'm gonna wear purple. Nah, I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna wear that. Like, this person can never actually figure out a fucking color or figure out anything. Okay? And then great fortune and imprisonment. What they try to take, or what they try to hinder, what they try to stop or do, because there's butterflies here, but try, like, it affects, because butterflies something like transition and transformation and evolution and stuff like that, is they try to affect somebody's like growth and stop somebody's growth by suppressing and keeping them stuck and keeping them a prisoner, and a whole bunch of lies and rumors for, but part of it is financial gain, but it could just, but that was just like financial gain, then just gain, like that's that's just at the bottom. And then we have 26, which two, I explained. 6 is more so with peace, harmony, balance, also partnership with somebody, because it's a corporation. This person can't work with anybody, so there's no peace and there's no harmony, there's no balance, because they are indecisive, or the people that they are working around or that they do collab with or just like them, that's also like out of balance and unstable, which is why, you know, they get stuck even more, because they surrounded themselves with a whole bunch of mice, pretty much. And then, because we had before, like, when the cat's away, the mice come out to play. Like, literally, there's no authority. there's nobody that is independent and like stands out on their own and have their own mind. Everybody else is pretty much doing the exact same thing as the other person. And then we have 9s. We gotta release that, let it go, cut the person off. And we have change with family room and unexpected income. Oh, so that's 8. 8 ties to this. This is 11. You can see it as a wish. Technically, they would like to move on and move forward and get out of this, but they keep putting themselves back there. It's like once it ends, they put themselves right back in the beginning. Like, it's just, they're starting it. They're doing it themselves. Okay, cool. And then, because even if you go further, 11, that's 1 and 1. That equals what? 2. Goes right back to that. You see, it goes right back to over here. Every time it ends, it goes, they start it themselves. They're doing it themselves. Nobody's doing it for them. Nobody's telling them to do it. They're doing it themselves. Then we have family room and unexpected income and change. Like I said, the viewer, the cross watcher is here. Viewer, they didn't expect you to heal this and change this around. Because we have 2, because that's choice. Then we have 1, which is intentions. You actually say something or choose to do something and you intend to do it. Whereas they choose to do something, and then we have 7, which is a challenge. They can't really do it. They have a bunch of challenging problems that they have to face. What is the problem? This. They have to heal this. You realize this was a problem and you fixed it. You intended to fix it. You intended to heal it, and you fucking did it. And then that's a 3. Yeah, which is called change and transformation, which is 3. So now you are able to, like, be in balance with yourself. You can work with other people and don't lose yourself in a relationship or connection or a partnership. Talk to spirit, collab with spirit, work with spirit, and stuff like that. Whereas they can't. And then we have 27. Well, that was 21, which is 3. Then we have 27, which is 9. And then we have 9 over here. Yeah, you release problems and burdens. Childhood problems and issues. And then we have bad health and occupation. That was causing you nothing but stress and causing you to feel worked out and burnt out and stress. And then we have 31, which is 3, which I've been explaining, and then 1 with intentions. They intended to collab with you in partnership and work with you, but that would have caused you nothing but stress and bad health and work, because that is 4, and caused stagnation, which was imprisonment. Okay, see how it comes together. And then, see, now I said that is 4. We have 34 over here. Okay, which is 3. They intended to collaborate with you. 4, that would put you in stagnation. And why they wanted to collaborate with you is because of your stability and your foundation, which is still a 4. And then you put 34 together, that is 7. Which is a challenge. Overall, this whole thing is a challenge. Then we have 33 in the middle. We have 3s all over the damn place. With concern. This posing concern for them because you're more stable without them. Meanwhile, they are in bad health, stressed, and struggling because they a liar and listen to a whole bunch of liars and surrounded themselves with a whole bunch of liars that is just like them. And meanwhile, the person that they actually want to collab with and work with and be with is moving on and doing better. Living the life they pretending to live. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, there we have a butterfly with... Oh, also in this reading, I'm going to kind of sort of do it a little bit differently. So where I say butterflies over here, I'm going to put this card here because it technically starts, this part starts here. All right? So we have butterflies with relationship, evolution, to the next phase, healing inner child, and growth. So they try to stop your growth. And either you realize they're trying to stop your growth or hinder your growth, and you release that person anyways, or something, but they try to stop your growth. And either way, you healed, like I said, you healed some childhood trauma with the healing inner child that they didn't expect you to do. So they was aware of some childhood trauma and try to like purposely use it to their own benefit for them to do all this shit. Okay, and then the card that comes. So I have this and then the situations that goes together. So I'm gonna have to move this over. Just put this here. So it's gonna be the love oracle, then a situation, like a situation card that goes with it as well. Then we have, and do not say that word. Differences with divorce and final. Oh yeah. So we have relationship evolves to the next level. So y'all was gonna separate, divorce, and there was no like coming back from it or like y'all coming back together. And they was aware of that. They knew that, and they try to stop it in every way that they can, so y'all won't separate or y'all won't break up or y'all won't get a divorce. Or they. It's like, it's like this person, like, they fought so much to try to get this divorce not to happen. But it's like if they had fought as hard as they was fighting to do all that in the relationship when they actually had you, they wouldn't have actually got a divorce kind of thing. But the reason why they now regret the divorce is because you're moving on, like where you're moving to is better than where you was with them, and they can't be able to benefit off of it with the whole financial gain and stuff like that. Hold on. Now I'm confused. Okay, so I think I'm missing a card. But I'm going to show you these because it goes somewhere. I'm going to figure it out. We have history, past happened, threatened, embarrassed, appearances. Told you. Then we have meeting 2 or more people, discussing, planning. There's a past person who, like I said before, is aware of some type of childhood trauma that you have, or some type of childhood issues, and use it to their benefit. Some childhood wound that you have and use it to their benefit. So let's say, okay, I'm gonna use me for example. I don't really, okay. Like abandonment issues, right? If you want to leave, you can leave. I don't really care kind of thing. Will it hurt? Yes. But does I care? Does I care? Like, do I care? Not really kind of thing. And it's like this person knew like them leaving will hurt you, but you will still accept them back and take them back because you like the whole abandonment thing. Like, will it hurt? Yeah. Like, but I'm gonna get over it kind of thing. Like, and since that you healed that, you released that, now that's in the past, that's behind you. Now they trying to pop back up and make an appearance, and they can't because you see them as a clown. And they feel embarrassed because since that you healed, you now see them as a clown. You see like the whole problem. You see them as fake and stuff like that. And you rejected them, and like calling them out is now threatening their triggers. But meanwhile, they was using your triggers against you the whole fucking time. And didn't care. Could have been more, like 1 or 2 people or more. But either way, they didn't care when it benefited them. Now that you healed it, it no longer benefit them. And now they, like, people see them for what they are. Their true colors are showing. They're feeling embarrassed. And also with this high honor, they've been threatened and intimidated by you. Which is kind of sort of another reason why they did this whole situation. For some of y'all. Okay, then we have Healing from heartbreak, freeing from toxic relationships, and addiction. See what I'm saying? They didn't expect you to heal. And then we have intervention with rescue others involved. Yeah, you have to heal. They didn't expect you to heal from it. And since you did, now they in bad health are stressed out and concerned and worried. Everything that they wanted you to be, now they are. And they embarrassed. My theories is kind of sort of coming together. Because they in stagnation and they think that you put them in stagnation. But you didn't put them in the corner. They put themselves in the corner by the shit that they did. Yeah. And then we have photograph, looking at pictures of you, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. Yeah. Now that's why they in bad health. Then we have crushed, sad, broken, feeling alone. I told you. I love how it comes together and flows. Then we have coffee cup, meeting, conversating, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and new, and friendship. It said friendship. I don't know where the new came from, but either way, you're making new memories, so you're clearly making new friendships. And they want to talk to you, like converse with you, and try to heal this situation, but you healed this all on your own. So even if they do try to come in and talk to you, they just embarrassing themselves even more. But the reason why they come in to talk to you is to savor the moment of being in your face and being in your presence. But you don't really care. That's what they're concerned about. They're concerned about what to say, what you gonna say, what to do. Do you still care? It's like you don't, and they know you don't care, and they know that they did wrong. But they more so also want to figure out if you're talking to anybody else, but then they also don't want to know. So it's single. Current status available. They don't want to know, because then if you're single, it's just a matter of time, and then that's gonna be another concern and worry. It's just a matter of time somebody snatch you up, and it's gonna be like, oh my goodness. They have to worry about that because they know you're not gonna be their friend. They're not gonna do. You're not gonna allow, like, you don't trust them. You heal from the heartbreak. You heal from the reason why you was allowing them in your life, and the reason why you was around them, and it was not just them, it's other people as well. And they just like, damn. It's just things that you can't fix. Like, that person, they are who they are. There's no change in that. So you're just like, alright, cool. I'm gonna go elsewhere. Separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. They put in all this work and effort to try to stop this divorce from happening, the separation from happening. But then they did all this, they took all that effort to actually keep y'all together. It would have been different. And we have crickets, silence, no action. Exactly. And then they get embarrassed seeing that it's such an. Because the reason why y'all separated and the reason why y'all not together, it's them, not you. And it's simply the fact that they refuse to heal their mother issues. Or their childhood issues. Not just mother, whatever childhood issues they have. Because in that scenario, it was Aphrodite, the person I'm talking about. When she was married to Hephaestus, I think I'm saying his name wrong, but either way. He had an issue with his mom. Just wanted to seek revenge. Cool. That's all he focused on. Whereas the other person, which was Ares, he has dad issues. He have a problem with Zeus. But he doesn't, to my knowledge, he doesn't base his whole life on trying to bring down Zeus. Whereas Hephaestus was trying to base his whole life on forging weapons and bringing somebody down, which is violence and revenge and stuff like that. Well, sometimes he just devote his whole life to bringing somebody down, which technically he's devoted a lot of time to bring down his mother. And then when his wife and stuff like that, with Aphrodite, to create a whole plan and scheme and contraction to know when she's gonna see Ares, to switch out, it was like a mesh kind of thing that goes over the bed. So let's say they switch out the bed, like I actually had to put in the bed that was there, to put this invisible mesh that was on, so nobody realized, so they don't realize that it's there or that it's on it. So all the guys could sit and watch them as they, did what the grown things they do, what grown people do, and to then drop the imaginary thing at the right time to see, so all the gods could see them in this act. It's like you did all this to divorce her and to embarrass her, but if you did all this to actually keep her, you wouldn't have been divorced in the first fucking place. She wouldn't have cheated in the first fucking place, the kind of thing. So it's like you did all this for what? And then it's okay, y'all got a divorce. She married Ares. To my knowledge, the marriage has been fine. I might have to look a little bit deeper. Okay, look into it. I'm pretty sure they're fine. So it's just like, either way, like, you did all this for, like, it's like, yeah, you got out of it, but it's like you got cheated on and you got to upgrade. Because you wasn't cute. You wasn't pretty. You wasn't pretty. Which is why your mother didn't want you. So then it's just like, not only is you, like, your character, like, on the outside, you're physically, like, not attractive, like, personality wise you're not attractive as well. So it's like you see how you're doing this to yourself. So now you're alone, have nobody to talk to, and no friends. For what reason? Your own, like, you see? Yeah. And we have Grim Reaper relationship over, no second chance, growth, transformation in life. Told you. You try to stop it. And Spirit is like, no. You cannot stop it. And that's why they embarrassed, because what they were trying to do, all the lies and slander, trying to keep up appearances, all that is coming out that it was a lie. See? About to reveal confessions. It's coming out now. The real reason why this whole thing was over and y'all broke up and y'all was separated, why you're not talking to this person, why you're no longer there, and they FaceTime, energy, all of it. Well, I still have, that's pretty much that part, but still have a little bit more. So we have the sun. I was gonna do the connect the numbers for this one. Yeah, okay. I know I saw 31. There we go. So we have the sun. You know, the sun, it shines a light and illuminates, stuff like that. But then it is the Ace of Diamonds, the Diamonds of Pentacles. So this is the Ace of Pentacles, and it's like, after a very long time, all this is coming to light. It's being illuminated. You see, house is reversed. And this deck don't even do reversals. But I'm gonna show you the card even more. Right? So you see the king? You see a heart. What is a king in the heart? That's the King of Cups, is it not? Yeah, King of Cups is not stable. Unstable, and that's the person that's concerned. I even said it before. It's the King of the King of Cups trying to make it seem like they're an emperor, but they're not an emperor. They're not the King of Cups upright. They're actually the King of Cups reversed. And then it's like they're not even the King of Cups. They're like a knight or a page, and I forgot which knight or page that they are. So my theory, I have enough information, but not all the information, kind of thing, to make my guess. Right, because we have a 4 here and 4 here, which I said before. 4 is something about like a stagnation. They're putting themselves in a stagnation. They're putting themselves in this loop. So they think that you put them in this corner, you put them in timeout. You didn't put them in timeout. They put themselves in timeout. But it's like a well-deserved timeout. But also I feel like they're scared to come out the fucking corner. And we have heart. 2 and a 4. I explained 2 and I already explained 4. But together that makes 26. So, no, together that makes 6. This person, yeah, they are unstable. Like, they can't make a choice mentally. And then when it comes to emotions, that's even worse. Which is why we had the King of Cups reversed. The emotions all over the place. So see that this is the Knight of Cups. 1 minute they will like be romantic with you and be like, oh, I want you, I want this, I want that, we should do this, and then like probably like a few seconds it's something completely different, like, oh, I don't know, like, oh, like, I like you, but I'm not sure if I like you, kind of situation. And it's like, okay, but then they still want you to be in their face just in case they like you. It's stupid. Then we have the Tower reverse, and they're devastated. Again, the Tower doesn't go reverse in this deck. But that's what actually is reverse, is the 6 of, because this is part of my head of spades. This, fuck. But you know, in spades, the bonus you gotta play that. So it's the 6 of Swords. So seeing that was reversed, they're not able to move on to calmer waters, which you already knew that. Where you're moving on to calmer waters because you healed what was keeping you back. They haven't healed what was holding them back. So they are unable to move on to calmer waters, meanwhile you are. And then we have 19, which equals 10. Which comes back to here. Then we have Fish. And then we got another king. We have the King of Diamonds, which is the King of Pentacles. And then we have 34. Explain those numbers, both of them. Put them together. 7. Is that the king? Oh, somebody that's more stable and grounded and family oriented is posing a challenge to this person because they gonna want the exact same things that you want and will work and collaborate with you with no damn problem. And so y'all will have a great foundation, a great family home. So all the struggles that you're having or that you had with this person will be non-existent. Not saying that y'all won't have problems. Y'all will have problems, but it's gonna be different. Is all the decks reversed? No. Then we have the bear reverse. How I see the bear, because in one deck the bear is supposed to be like spiritual. This person is not a spiritual leader and or a teacher. They just a person that abuse their power and authority. And is very burdened. Because you have 1 and 5. 1 is intentions. They intended to cause like some type of change and a transition in their life, and that change and transition caused heart like destruction. Because this is the 10 of clubs, and clubs are wands. It just caused a whole bunch of burdens. And the reason that it caused burdens is because they tried to put it on somebody else, or just leave it and don't fix it. And just create like a whole bunch of illusions. Then we have the birds. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, put a lot of time, effort, and then also 7 of Pentacles, which reap what you sow. They wasted a lot of time. They lied on you. Did a whole bunch of stuff to embarrass you. So now you reap what you sow. You try to embarrass somebody else, and now you're the one getting embarrassed. Then we have the Stork, the Queen of Cups reverse. So you said in this deck is this card is 2 people and they go together. It's the Queen of Cups. Then we have the King of Cups. It was also reversed. Like I said before, they surround themselves with a whole bunch of minds and people just exactly like them. Yeah, which is why, because this is 17, which is why they stuck. They intended to make this change in their life. Yes, so they released certain people, but the people that they replaced those people that released with people similar to them. If you ever watched like BoJack Horseman, like where I think they even did it in BoJack Horseman, where he was like, I'm a Ryan Seacrest type, and then when that dude left, and he was like, I'm another Ryan Seacrest type. They like that kind of thing. They're literally, there's a type that they're looking for. They would just find somebody that exactly that type, and that's why their life has continued to be fucked up. Because the Queen of Cups reverse is somebody that is also emotionally unstable, insecure, all over the place, cold, manipulative, and just not a great person to be around. Then we have a Lily. We got another king. We have the King of Spades popped in my head again. Which is the King of Swords. You're not realizing this and seeing the truth. With 30, that's 3 10s coming to like together. So it's 3 things coming to end and coming to completion. Where we had 10 here, we had 10 here, and we had 20 here. Which is 2 10s, which we already had in a way. And then we already had 2 9s. Yeah. Then we have the Moon reverse. So this was a secret and it was hidden. It wasn't supposed to be told to you. Why? Because if it was told to you with the 8 of Cards being here, which is the 8 of Cups, you would walk away. They didn't want you to walk away. They know the cups was broken, but they didn't expect you to walk away and heal it or fix it. They wanted you to stay there. Because it's 32, which we already had. And I already explained 3 and 2, but that ties together to 5. Right? You walking away posed a challenge to this person. Also, you realizing that this person was a lie and was lying to you and was causing nothing but stress and walked away from it. You walked away from 8 broken cups to find your 9 of cups, to find your 10 of cups, to find your happiness, to find the actual true love and happiness. That poses a problem for somebody that doesn't actually love you and give a fuck about you. Because remember, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups was reversed. This shit was toxic, which is what you healed. And then we have Scythe with the Green Reaper holds. Do it a 10. Look at that. Because I know before I was like, well, 20 doesn't really count as a 10. I was like, okay, fine. Then a 10 was coming regardless. A 10 was coming regardless. And we have a 10 with a Scythe. Like, this shit is not starting back up again. We already knew that. And then we have... Oh, technically, this is the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, in this deck, you can't do Knight or Pages. So if this... Okay, but the... Because it's the Jack. So I'm saying that the Jack is the Knight. If you want to say the Page, that's cool. If you want to say that. But if that is the case, then the Page of Cups is very dreamery, imaginative. I know dreamery isn't a word. Like, he's daydreamy and imaginative, and like sometimes it's good like to be creative, but it's like tied with the Knight of Cups, it's supposed to be like in a romance and as well. Like it's a lot of daydreams, fantasy. It's just charm. They don't actually mean anything that they're saying. With the King of Cups that was reversed, they use their love as a weapon, which is also what the Queen of Cups reverse does as well. And then we have stars with the Six of Hearts, with the Six of Cups. And hold on. Okay, so the Sun in this deck says the keywords is happiness, victory, success, power, warmth, and truth. Okay. So when it comes out, or when it's paired with house, it means happy family, finding joy in tradition, right? But you don't remember that it was reversed. So this is not a happy family, okay? Which you already knew. If it was happy, then the house wouldn't be, like, the house would be fucked up. The house is fucked up. We knew that, right? So I'm just gonna put back what was reversed. The fuck was that reversed? Either way, we're gonna continue. I don't remember. Some of I remember. That I don't remember. This wasn't reversed. That was okay. Don't remember for the heart, but we're gonna continue. So, truth is, it wasn't a happy family, and they didn't much find joy in each other, which we kind of spared. You already knew that, or in the traditions of their family, or how anything was going on, or the dynamic of it. And then with heart, we have a happy relationship, love that brings joy. We already knew they don't have that. They didn't have that. And that's now being shown and illuminated, and that's coming to light. And that's what they feel embarrassed by. Then we have Tower. Right? To be happy in solitude, pride, and confidence. They're not happy with this person. They're not happy by themselves. They're just not happy. Oh, they're not happy. The pride. The Sun. Ego. They did all this for pride and ego. And it backfired. They're not happy regardless. Then we have Fish with the wealth of happiness, finding happiness, and financial thing. Told you before. With financial benefits or financial gain, and then it was gain. Like this literally, I was like, gain. Like they did it for financial gain, financial reasons, and then like it's like once they had your finances under rope and stuff like that, they feel like everything else would be easy to control, or you would just fall right into line and stuff like that. Funny enough, it's funny that the King of Pentacles is the one, and I was saying like embezzle, like yeah, they only cared about money and finances and materialistic things, and that's what's keeping them stuck. And then we have Bear with a positive leader or guardian being dominated by search or happiness. This person is just being, just dominating and stuff like that, which is just trying to be controlling and possessive. And then we have Birds with happy thoughts and little joy. They don't have that, which we knew. And then we have Stalk with finding joy in the transition or change. They don't like this change or transition. They've been trying to change and transform their life, and it just keeps getting worse and worse every time. So they're not enjoying it. Meanwhile, they keep looking at you and your life getting better. And now I feel like that's the problem. They keep looking at you. Don't look at you. Worried about yourself. Then we have Lily with a great sensual pleasure and finding joy in virtue. Yeah, so you're happy because you're not doing it for materialistic and superficial reasons like they are. And then we have Moon with deep joy and happiness, desire to be happy. They would like to be happy, but they're not. And we already knew they're not. And they won't admit that because their pride and ego is way too big to admit that. And then we have Scythe with end of fun or joy, ending that which does not bring happiness. Oh yeah, they broke up with, okay. That's like I said before. They're not happy with the people that they're around, and they're not happy with themselves. So regardless, they're not happy. Said that earlier. Said it before it even came out. Look, it's weird. But we got Star with desiring happiness, following happiness and success. Like they want to be happy, but are they doing that? No. Are they aligning themselves in a way where they can be happy or to be happy? No. They just no, they're not. And Because this is the Six of Cups, but it's talking about memory. And we have that, like, this started on bad health. They sit here stuck in the memory of like, nostalgia, which is the Six of Cups meaning. Nostalgia and missing you, looking at your pictures and others and stuff, that's not helping them change their life around in no way, shape, or form. So if they stop looking at that, focus on that, and actually change, and stop replacing people with exact similar people, their life could turn around and actually, like, change. But they don't want to do that, because then they will have to heal things and address certain things and take accountability for the things that they have done. And this is but yeah, they just want to be stubborn at that point in time, because it's the King of Cups reversed with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles moves slow, so you can rely on this person, like, being a brat, and once they don't get their way, they're going to retaliate and lash out in some way, shape, or form that tries to hurt your feelings or manipulate you in some way, shape, or form to try to get people to turn against you or blame you. They wanted you to stay in that, and for you to take the fault and you take the blame for things that wasn't really your responsibility to take the blame for. Because they're so charming and so romantic and so loving that you just continue to let them walk all over you, pretty much. And you didn't. You realize that being with this person is going to be choppy, and it makes no sense. Because it's like, you want peace and happiness and love, and you was never going to have that being with this person, being around this person, being in a relationship with this person. It was going to be nothing but choppy waters, right? So you let that end and come to a close. Probably took me a while, but you let it come to an end and come to a close, and you moved on and you moved forward, and now you're in a better position. And here they come so where before, let's say you was in, because this person if you were a female, this person pushed you to be in your masculine energy, so now they're trying to come in as the Queen of Cups to try to nurture you, to make it seem like they could nurture you to go back into, like, your female, like, energy, your feminine energy, but in all actuality, they're just going to push you even further into your masculine energy. Like, a true masculine, a true divine feminine, a true masculine wouldn't need to do, like, they wouldn't try to create certain environments or certain situations that will get you to be in your female energy. You just naturally go back into your female energy by yourself, just like how you naturally went into this masculine energy yourself, like, kind of thing. You don't need somebody else to get you out of it or do it for you. You could do it yourself. And also, this person left because they try to find greener pastures. Now you're the King of Pentacles. You're a person of status, wealth, and you have things that they can benefit off of, that they can gain off of. Which is now why they're trying to come in and talk to you. But the reason why they're embarrassed is because you're happier. While you was with them, you was unhappy. You're happier without them in your life. Meanwhile, they've been miserable since you left. Then we have imprisonment. Oh, so we're starting over here. So we have imprisonment with prisoner. But kind of sort of escaped as well. And then we have brainwashing, political, kind of sort of religious as well. See what I told you with the bear? Like, yeah, because in one of my decks, the bear talks about, like, being a spiritual leader and stuff like that. They trying to portray themselves as somebody as high honor or somebody as status, but they wasn't. And I said that earlier with the cat and the mice. And I even think that was in a whole other reading where somebody was trying to portray themselves to be a tarot reader, but they're not actually a tarot reader, so all the messages they get is very wrong and inaccurate. Yeah. They more so just pushing their views onto other people and try to say that it was a reading, or it was but none of the cards actually says that or portray that. Like, where I just read, like, these meaning out of the book, even though these cards don't go in reverse, you take what they say and you flip it, you'd be like, okay, it does flow and it does tie together. And then we'd have separation and we have, like, it does flow and it does tie together, where, like, it'd be that, and this person would be like, no, that's not what they're saying. It's like, how, what like, what? Like, like, it literally be like 2 + 2 = 4, and this person would be like, no, and it's like, what are you talking about? Yes, it does. And then you can literally do the lines and everything, and be like, no, it's not 4. And it's like, whatever. Kind of, like, you just have to leave people to their own devices. It's just like, that's what it means. Like, it's in, like, you can't do anything. That person is who they is. They want to believe what they want to believe. This person was stubborn and was going to throw a tantrum. They dragged their feet on this. That was on them. Nobody told them to do it but them. They just, like, they did it themselves. You gotta leave people to their own devices. Then we have children with infertility. That'd be even more questionable if somebody pop up pregnant. Because how the fuck can you be pregnant with somebody? Okay. Then we have execution with witness and executed. And then we have institution with teacher. That card's right here? Yeah. And then we have defender with mercenary. That card can't go there, but it needs to go there. Okay, so knight is such a monitor. Oh, mentor. Not monitor. Mentor. Then we have knight here, knight there. So one of the knights is trying to like be a defender, but they actually are not. Seeing that we had 2 knights here and we have like 3 kings here. That's what like somebody does pop up pregnant. I've been saying that's not that person kid. That's not that person kid. That's a whole different story. But hey, somebody was a pawn. Let me tell you that much. Yeah, because then we got snitch. Yeah. Then we have master. Yeah. Then we have executioner with witness but illegitimate. That's fucked up. And then we have lost with religious. And then we have escape with imprisoned other. So the person that is in prison, the prisoner, okay, is trying to escape this prison. But the reason why they end it is because with religious being here, and then politics, they try to, like, politics and religion don't really go together. What popping in my head right now is Paul when Paul cursed out the church. And then it's like, if the church was perfectly fine, then Jesus wouldn't have came, kind of thing. Like, like it's given, like, this person, people, again, like, the people that they listened to was inaccurate and wrong. And they listened to those people because they had money and they had status and they have wealth and that's what they wanted. So now they got brainwashed by that person and stuck and imprisoned in a life that isn't actually like bringing them any like fertility, like with the Empress and stuff like that, because she also means fertility. It's not growth, it's no nurturing, there's no stability, there's no money in it or anything, which they've been losing and stuff like that. And it was because everything that it was told was like, it was wrong, it was illegitimate, it wasn't actually there. It wasn't their way, so they wasn't actually know if it would work or not. 2, they don't know what they're doing. And like I said before, they did all this to defend the fact, like they embarrassed and trying to keep up appearances, and we're aware of that they fucked up and they did wrong, and they tried to continue to keep up appearances and lie as if that wasn't the case. And now that the truth is coming out, they feel embarrassed because it's showing that, okay, they lied about this person. Then it's like, what else are they lying about? And then it's like, the reason why they lied is because you were smarter than this person. They tried to brainwash you and they couldn't brainwash you, and so they got rid of you, literally. Oh yeah, we had that before with the whole Holocaust thing. Yeah, from this dead. But these two came out together. We have love but promiscuous, and yeah, love with deception and betrayal. The person who deceived you and lied to you, which is why they're stuck or imprisoned, or which is why y'all getting this fucking divorce and y'all being separated. Then we have deaf, broken heart, and that's such an brainwash with social media. They watching your social media and stalking you on it, which we've been doing. So they concerned and worrying themselves and freaking themselves out, hurting their own heart, and breaking their own feelings, or hurting their own feelings watching you. So if they stop fucking watching you, pay attention to their own fucking life and their own fucking play, the life will actually become better, but they refuse to do that. But I don't get is how they watched you better your life and then wonder how you did it. You did it by just focusing on yourself, and they feel like, no way, there gotta be something else to it. And it's like, there's nothing else to it. You literally focused on your own business and your life changed for the better. You released bullshit, people that was bringing bullshit to your table. You released all of that. You started focusing, like focusing on the thing that you can change, you're responsible for in your own fucking life. And it changed things around. And they're just like, no, there gotta be more to it. And it's like, okay. Okay. Like I said, with the 2 plus 2, and they're like, nah, I don't equal 4. Like, okay. Whatever you say, bro. Then we have death with hypothermia, and then we have location with oceana. So it's like, yeah. They left themselves out in the cold with the whole ocean being here. They're emotionally unstable, so they attract other people that's emotionally unstable, or surround themselves with people that are emotionally unstable. So the fact that you can get a grasp of you, it's like, not saying that all the time. Like, I understand. Okay, I get it. All the times you don't want to be stable in your emotions. You don't want to be the rational person, especially if they keep playing with you. It's like, you keep playing with my feelings, I'm gonna show you, bitch. Like, that kind of was basically what you did. They kept playing with you, so you showed them. Like, okay. So they out in the cold. You left them out in the cold. They look like they wanted to be there. You put them. They left. They stayed there, and now you have fertility. Your life increased. Your life started growing for the better, and they now butt hurt. It's like, for what reason? I told you this person was a walking fucking hurricane, a natural disaster. Then we have time frame with late Bronze era. Then we have love with unrequited. Yeah, you're gonna break up or separate regardless, and they try to stop it or prolong it. And it's like, the more they did it, the more you realize that you don't want this person, you don't really care for this person, and why. Like, it's just, it didn't, what they were trying to do, it did the opposite. And then we have death with miscarriage or death by birth. With fertility being here and child, every opportunity that they try to change their life around, like I said before, or things where like it could have like be very fertile and lead to growth, it just dies and dwindles, or it starts off and then stop every time. Oh, and I forgot the bookends. I did the parts that was touching, but I realized the other time when I did it is we have bodyguard freed. So they had somebody that was protecting them, which is why they continued to do the shit that they was doing. And now since that person left, let's say that person helped them escape and like come up with this whole lie and stuff like that. That person no longer there, so they escaped, but then get caught right back in the exact same shit that they was doing because they can't think for themselves. Yeah, they can't think for themselves. They need somebody to monitor them, and they just repeat it back, parrot it back pretty much. And then, oh yeah, with the religious stuff, like this person is. I think I even said it before, like demons and stuff like that and the devil, they also know Bible verses. You just knowing the Bible doesn't make you any different than anybody else. You can know it all you want, you don't apply it to your life. So that. So they have a mentor, they know what to say, but they don't know how to apply it. So they're a master of like pretending as if they know what to do and know this and know that, but they don't actually know what the fuck is going on or what the fuck to say, what the fuck to do. And then we have executed with snitch and lost, yeah, which is why they end up leaving, because it was gonna get caught, because what they did was illegitimate. What they did, what they said, everything wasn't true, it wasn't accurate, and that was gonna get found out. So now this person is left to defend themselves, and all they got was this person said this, and it was like, well, that's hearsay at this point because there's no actual record or proof that person said that, and that person is just gonna flip it at the end of the day and say like, oh no, I didn't say that, I said this, and the third. And either way, like I said, this person can't survive on their own, so they needed some, like, it wasn't gonna work regardless. Then the person that's touching here is time frame with word war error and early Bronze era. So we had late Bronze era here. So the beginning of the war and the end of the world. I even said that earlier with the whole, yeah, they used you as a scapegoat. It was never your fault, baby. But then we have trauma with imprisonment, but it's just said here, like, yeah, then we have death with war. And then we have love with star-crossed. This person actually respects you, which is the craziest shit. Okay, with star-crossed, they respect you, but it's something that's keeping y'all from actually being together. And we have here with faith, with mystical, and loss of status and reputation with trauma. So the reason why they wasn't with you is King of Pentacles. They're you, like I said before, they try to leave because they wanted greener grass and greener pastures and stuff like that. They didn't feel like you had the status or the money or the wealth to get that, the reputation to get that, so they try to leave elsewhere and find elsewhere. But rather than saying that, or saying like that was the reason, but also for like a lot of y'all, The reason why you didn't have money was because of this person. Your money was going towards this person. This person left. Now your like you don't have to give this person money, so you actually do have money now. And your life been better, like been increasing and getting better, because you don't have to give your money to somebody else or fund somebody else's life, kind of thing. And then we have power, or lesson with power, that's touching trauma with slander. And then that's touching time frame, or lesson a little bit with accountability, but time frame with Viking era, and that's touching pre-Columbian America and the world in the age of discovery. Oh, so like how Christopher, okay, so like you know how America was America before that people was living there, and then Christopher Columbus came and he was like, I found it, kind of thing. Like, nah. Like in the whole taking accountability and the whole power situation, the real reason why he like explored or like wiped out a good amount of a population was because power, money, status, and wealth. The more land you have, the King of Pentacles, the more status and money and power and wealth you had. But this person don't know how to. Yeah, they did all that for money, power, and land, but then didn't know how to plant anything, which is why they then enslaved another race. So, yeah. It kind of got dark real fast. But then we have book endings. We have trauma with oppression. And then we have trauma with betrayal and guilty conscience. Yeah, they know they betrayed you. But the promiscuous, they go to the streets and they a hoe. I'm sorry. And they cheated. Put you in a third party situation. They know they betray you. And they have a guilty conscience, which is why they don't like the person that they're with and they don't like themselves. And the reason why they did this was to oppress you and keep you down and to humiliate you and to embarrass you and shame you because you said no and they didn't get their way in some way, shape, or form, which I said before. Like, this person is very predictable. And then we have time frame with World War era, and then the age of discovery with pre-Columbia. Yeah, the reason why they did this whole scenario, why this whole war started. You discovering that right now. Or everybody discovering that shit right now, very soon. And then we have time frame with early Bronze era and Viking age. The Vikings, they more so killed and take shit. So yeah, but the oppression. Yeah. Specifically what Christopher Columbus did. Yeah. And the early, that makes sense in the beginning. Yeah. And then we have trauma with imprisonment, and then we have trauma with slander. They created a rumor and then try to keep you stuck in the rumor and wanted you to be stuck in that rumor where nobody can believe you, or nobody will go to you, nobody will talk to you. You always be stuck in this loop. But you've been moving on and improving, and they the ones that's actually stuck in the loop, which is why they're lying about you and creating a bunch of slanders and lies. And then we have a war with power. Yeah, they did this again. They started this whole thing for power, but they respect the power you have. They don't have no form of power. Nobody respects them. This is still like the first part of it. We haven't fully gone to the tarot part. So we have the archetype decks to kind of sort of give the characteristics. So we have slave in the shadow aspect. I'm just gonna like put it out, and then I have the books. I'm gonna read it that way, like out the book, rather than just flipping it back and forth. Then we have femme fatale in the light aspect. Then we have child orphan in the light aspect. Then we have child eternal in the light aspect. Then we have advocate in reverse. Then we have seeker in reverse. No, the fool is technically the seeker. So if they're the child eternal, and the fool is a child, who seeks? See how this fucks up? Okay. Then we have vampire reverse. Then we have king. Wondering who? King of Cups. That's only who. Then these two came out together. We have the rescuer and the shadow aspect, and student reverse. Oh, they don't know how to rescue or save nobody. Don't even know how to save them damn selves. And then we have healer. Isn't a rescuer and a healer the same fucking thing? And like in some aspects, is it not the same fucking thing? You was in distress, and now you're no longer in distress. They rescued you and healed, like saved you from being in distress. Healed you. They don't know how to fucking do that. They more so like, oh, I look pretty, come at you. And that's what it is. And the reason why with the student being here, they learned how to do this, but as a child from somebody else. So they have a parent figure that wasn't the best like role model to them or for them, and as a result, like Christian Grey, right? If you watch 50 Shades of Grey, remember how his mom was a fucked up mom and stuff like that? So he became a sadist, right? And caused pain and affliction for people that resembles his mother. This is technically what the person is doing, but I don't think it's just like, oh, you look like my mother, this is why I'm doing this. I think it's just females in general. And it's like, if your mother fucks you over, that's between you and your mother. That does have nothing to do with me. And then the fact they brought you into this bitch. And then if you say something, it's you throwing their trauma back in their face. And this is why they don't open up to people. And it's just like, bitch, you didn't open up to me in the first place. It wasn't that hard to see that you got mama issues. Like it's not that hard to see. And then they feel hurt. Like, it's not hard to see that you have not been loved correctly. Like, it shows. You don't care for yourself. You don't love yourself. You don't love others. Like, it's not that hard to see. Then it's like they want a hug and a cookie and applause for, like, getting as far as they did and doing that. It's like, no. You didn't do anything. You don't deserve an applause or a cookie or a hug. No. Your life is the way it is because of the choices you have made. Like, I keep coming back to that. Like, your choices that you make is why your life is the way that it is. And they refuse to accept that. Right. Accept it. God was saying, acknowledge it. They refuse to accept it. Then, so slave reverse. From the book, it says slave, puppet. So if they're trying to be this healer, they're not actually a healer. They're a puppet, which it was brainwashed to think they were this healer when they actually isn't. Shadow, it says slaves lack the power to choose and self-authority. Okay, start this over. Slave lack the power of choice and self-authority and follows others that violates one's integrity. So like I said before, with this over here, with the defender and the bodyguard, yeah. So the reason why they in prison is because they own like the shit that they did, yes. But they will also be like, oh, I got out, but it was because of this person left, and that's why I got caught again. And it's like, what? Like, they kind of like, it's just like they won't take responsibility, like saying that it's them. And it's like, you escaped and you left, which increased the time even more. So it's like, it's your fault. Like, they didn't tell you, like, kind of thing. Like, they don't take responsibility for their own actions. But the femme fatale, it says Black Widow, flirt, a siren, a seductress, and enchantress, represents highly refined skills at manipulating men both sexually and financially without investing in personal emotions. Like I said before, especially like, that's why I don't open up to people. It's like, bitch, it's not hard to see. Like, it's not hard to see. Like, open up or not, it's not hard to see that you, like. Then we have sometimes added twist of symbolizing killing her conquest. Yeah, the execution, yeah. And they didn't. And then we have positive aspect with manifesting an open relationship or open heart with male object rejecting, or when the male object rejects manipulation and dependency. So that's when they will open up. It's all a tactic. So now that you no longer want them, now they want you, and now they're going to open up to you and stuff like that. But in all actuality, they're doing it because you don't want them. They want what they can't have. Then we have child orphan with abandoned, best known for the pattern in many fairy tales. So which I was saying before with BoJack Horseman with a Ryan Seacrest type and another Ryan Seacrest type. This is just a fairy tale, so you can kind of sort of like orphans. Oh, Peter Pan, Lost Boys. And then we have reflex with feelings that you are not a part of their life or their family or their tribe. So family help develop psychic independence based on personal judgment and experience in early life. And then we have child eternal. It says boy or girl, determination to remain eternally young in body. Oh yeah, Peter Pan. That's just it. That's where it ends. Yeah, Peter Pan. Oh, yeah. It's Peter Pan or the Lost Boys. You can figure out which one your person is. Then we have Advocate reversed with Attorney, Defender. Oh, we have Defender here. Yeah. And the Shadow aspect, we have Manifest in negative or false or negative cases which seeks personal gain. Said it earlier. Yeah. Yeah. And then we have Seeker in the reverse. Oh, it's Peter Pan and the Lost Boys. It says more than one person is involved. So your person could just be a lost boy, but there's a Peter Pan that they're listening to. Seeker, there's more of a nomad, a wanderer. Is that a vagabond? That's crazy. I didn't hear that in forever. But we have, and the shadow aspect, Seeker is a lost soul. See what I said? The lost, let's go. With the lost soul in an aimless journey without direction, a nomad or a vagabond, disconnected from goals, emerge with when the seeker becomes infatuated with the tripping of a plan or a guru, but never actually change underlying ecocentrism. So like I said before, like the fool starts the journey. The fool is the seeker. They haven't started the journey, but that's what it gets, just wandering. They're aimless. They're a lost boy. Then we have vampire. Oh, if that is the case, then bitch, you're supposed to be Wendy. Is it Wendy? Yeah, Wendy. And then later on, when Peter Pan came back and it wasn't Wendy, but it was her daughter, and then Peter Pan could have realized that because Wendy grows up. Yeah. And then when he does realize, he got mad. And he got mad at Wendy for growing up, and it's just like, bitch, what was I supposed to do? Like, it happens. And oh, that's the horror part. That was in the horror. I believe in the horror story or the actual story, he took the kid and tried to keep the kid because he thought it was Wendy, but it wasn't Wendy. And yeah. If that is the case, yeah, there's a lost. Okay, person's a lost boy. There's a Peter Pan, and there's a Tinkerbell. Not like this new Tinkerbell, like the old Tinkerbell. If they don't get attention, they throw a tantrum. Queen of Cups. Then we have a vampire in the shadow aspect with forms psychic attachments to others out of desires for approval or maintenance. We had that before with the and then we have king. They feel entitled to do so. But yeah, king, emperor, ruler, chief, leader. We had that with the bear. It represents a temporal manpower of authority associated with both cruelty and and strength. They have the emperor can arise from common society like Napoleon, but the king is usually born into it. Oh, if they're Napoleon, they got a Napoleon. I don't feel like all short people have a Napoleon complex. I feel fine, but it's just the whole ego and stuff like that. If they are a man and they are short, the reason why they try to go as hard as they do is because of the fact that they are short. They do feel like they have to overcompensate. Then we have rescuer reverse with a rescuer assumes that the rescue party will reciprocate aims to keep the rescued one's needs. Oh, they learned that, which is why the student's here. So they heal other people with the intentions of you healing them back or you doing it for them when they're down and when they out. Now we have the light and shade deck with the 3 witchy sisters. 9. Then we have Violet Duchess with stiff, boring, and stuck. And then, that's 18. So their intentions created, because one also means creation, created a cycle that is stiff and boring, and now they stuck in it, going round and round. With the 3 witchy sisters, they created it. Then we have Fairy of the Highlands, where it is time to be brave. And we have 20. Yeah, you're more stable and balanced than these people are. You're stable and balanced without them. and by yourself. Also, I know I did the same thing with zero, but in coding, zero means end, where there's not like where one that says to start, zero is nothing. So it's zero is end, like so it's if I do 0 1 0, right? So it's nothing, start, end. Now if I do one like 0 1 1, there's nothing, creating. Now if I do another 0, nothing, end. So but 2, which I said before, is a choice, and then there's 0. You make a choice and you stick to it. If you said no, it's no. If you say yes, you're gonna do something, then we have 1. You will do it. You intend to do it. You follow through. You create the thing to do it. And then we have storm angel, a collision of belief, style, attitude, and energies. But they're completely different, and that's why it's causing chaos and confusion on their part. They confuse how you're able to move on and move forward, and it's because y'all believe it's 2 totally different things, or your attitude is completely different. Then we have Maria, don't I say that, with glamour, intrigue, and drama. So because you was moving on and you was moving forward, they created drama to keep you stuck. Or they try to slander your name and try to lie to keep you from able to move on and move forward. So, like, the popped in my head is like, let's say you had a business and stuff like that, and now your business is, I don't know, now you're making like $5,000 a day. They will say like that's a lie. You're not making $5,000 a day. There's somebody giving you all that money to make you say that you did like you're making $500 a day, when that's not actually the case. You literally are just making $500 a day off your hard work, kind of thing. But yeah, then we have a dry flower fairy with sweet memories. But the reason why they're doing this is because they have the memories of you. Okay, now that you're no longer there, they look back at the memories of you and reminiscent of you and thinking like stuff like that. They miss you. They realize like how different their life has been since you left and when you was in it, and the memories with you is very sweet, and they didn't want somebody else to witness that, which is why they're trying to lie and slander. They paint you off to be somebody that you're not, so nobody else can witness how sweet you are. Oh, if you ever watched Disenchantment, where he tried to turn the whole, it's like, you might miss it, but like it's like 5 seconds where Zog pretty much talks about like how he turned everybody against lemons because he doesn't like it, like that. Then we have Dress of Alchemy with Release Your Power. Yeah, because seeing that they're supposed to the fool and they didn't go on this journey, the first person that the fool meets is the magician, and the magician does alchemy. So you went on the journey, so you know the steps and you know the people, which is the main arcana, right? So now we keep getting the world. The cycle was closed and ended because you learned a damn lesson, and now you're able to release your fucking power. And now they just like, oh my goodness, got 33 again. Now they concerned, like, oh my goodness, how'd they do that? And it's just like, you sat there and watched the whole fucking time. You know how I did it. Like, it's just then we have a clockwork pumpkin with a wonderful idea, aha moment. Like, they know how you did it. They sat there and watched you the whole fucking time. Then we have Snow Angels with the signs is already with you. Then we have Sewer Mermaid with your sensuality is beautiful. And then we have Candy Cane Angel with It's Time for a Treat. And then we have Carnivorous Fairy with a tempting offer at a high price. Yeah, especially gonna try to come in and talk to you and try to offer you something. If it's not them, my theory was either the mother or the girlfriend that they with, if they have a girlfriend. And like I said in a whole other video, it doesn't matter who it is, that person will literally divorce them and not talk to them. They will lose that person regardless. They already lost that person, they will completely lose that person. So as much as they want to talk to you, and as much as they want to come to you, they should leave you the fuck alone. They just leave you the fuck alone. Yeah, because with this whole other people involved, like, it could be like all of them. They need to leave you the fuck alone. Stop thinking about you, stop obsessing you, stop watching, just leave it the fuck alone. Because you're just gonna be stuck in something stiff, boring, and stale. And it's like, there also was time and opportunities for them to get out of it and for them to stop it, and they didn't stop it. Which is why I said it's time for a treat. It's looking like Spirit saying like, hey, this is what you wanted, this is what you're gonna get. Okay, cool. Don't be mad. This is what you said you wanted, so this is what you're gonna get. And They found that to be a treat. It's like everybody don't get what they wanted. You clearly showed that you wanted not to be there. You wanted to be on the outside. So you were on the outside. This person healed their heart and did what they needed to do and to move on and move forward. So they moving on and move forward with you out of their life. Because it looked like what you wanted to do. That's a treat. It worked out. Everybody got what they wanted. And, oh, damn car fails. And they feel like no, because they're not happy. And it's like their choices was never actually going to make them happy. Which they knew that and was aware of it, but they didn't accept it. They feel like somebody else was just going to fix it and change it around. But the thing is, the people that they try to save or rescue people that also need help and like rescue and save, and so like they don't know how to love. The person that they helped and rescue also don't know how to love, or like that's so it's just hurt people hurting people. They know how to do that. They know how to put themselves in distress. That's what's happening. So there's a cycle of doing things to get attention, and it was to play with each other's play with people's emotions. Like if you have like a dysfunctional household, like there's certain ways for you to get attention. It's for you to act out, okay? It's for you to rebel, or get sick. Oh, I forgot the other one. Oh, to excel at some type of like some type of sports or some type of something, right? Even if it's academics, and this was dysfunctional. And this person decided, like the relationship was dysfunctional, the household was dysfunctional, and this person decided to, it's like the whole rebellion thing, but they didn't actually rebel because they were playing into their parent hand and what their parent wanted them to do. If it is like the whole mother complex, the mother wanted them to be codependent onto them, which is what they're doing. The things that they're doing is causing them to be codependent to the mother. So it's just like you just first reverse psychology, like you're just doing what the mother wanted you to do. And then it's like when they realize that, then they feel ashamed with themselves, and they hate themselves, and then they hate their life, and then they hate their relationship, and then it's like you just did all this for to yourself. And then that's why we have this sign to be brave and your sensuality is beautiful, because the viewer, you was able to realize this, heal all that, and like realize somebody's manipulating you and trying to do all that, and it's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna get out of here. Meanwhile, they're not. That's why there was a collision and a whole confusion and problems and obstacles and them slandering, because you saw the signs and got rid of it, and they now trying to glimmer and lie to cover up their embarrassment, and they thought that was a great and wonderful idea, but they never expected you to like heal your life, change, and be in a position where you are now. They also want to come back but can't come back. And then we have mirror, with mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, and inner wounds. Then we have soulmate, soul contract, partnerships, soul connection, life partner. This is supposed to like it's supposed to go with the other love oracle, because it kind of sort of said the same thing, and it doesn't, which is what the whole like tempting offer, they gonna try to come in and say like again play on the wounds and stuff like that, like I had, which is why we have to release your power, because this is in the past. So this person is a karmic. Yeah, snake, competition, enemy, other woman looking over your shoulder. It's a karmic soulmate, or a karmic partnership, or yeah. Then we have ascending, learning, expansion, transcending, preparing for union and new phase. Yeah, it's a karmic this is a karmic soulmate that you broke free from, you're in separation from, you learned a lesson. So the contract and stuff like that, and the partnership is broken. There's no need to have it, but yet they're trying to come in and tempt you to bite and to start this up, start it all over again. But it will just literally destroy your life. Then we have grounding, with stability, security, performance, growth, endurance. As of before, they're trying to stop your growth. We had that earlier, because you were ascending and growing to new level. Coffin, and beginnings, new beginnings, liberation, rebirth, transition, tragic ending. They feel like this ending is very tragic, because they can't start it back up again. And now you're growing and gaining new things that they cannot benefit off of. So to them it's tragic, but to you it's not. Which is the whole star-crossed thing. This person actually respects the power that you have. Then we have strength with empowerment, and then we have sun. Then we have the sun earlier. So one person is actually empowered, where the other person is more so in their ego and pride. Then we have change with cycle and completion. And we have Pluto with transformation. You're not realizing who's the snake. Then we have divine timing and trust. So when one person trusted in the divine, the other person trusted in the people. And their life reflects that. And then we have Mercury message, travel, and communication. Now that you're grounded and stable and you grew to a different status in a different part of your life, now they want to come in and talk to you and communicate with you and open up to you. But it's just so you can think that they love you and that they're sorry and that they care and that they actually want to be in your life for the right reasons. But the reasons now they want to be in your life is because they learned their lesson, yes, but they've been learned their lesson and they did absolutely nothing. They could have been came in and apologized, and they have not. So which is why this whole thing is coming to an end. That cycle where this person had to come in to apologize, that cycle is closed and coming to completion. They're not apologizing. And Mercury is the closest planet to the fucking sun. They could have came and apologized plenty of times, and they didn't because they pride. They was guilty and ashamed and embarrassed of themselves, but still haven't apologized to you, to your face. And then we have storm, unexpected. Yeah, we had it over here. Because they didn't expect you to heal from this. They thought they'd be able to come in and play around and do this all day, all day life. And you just allow them because they're so loving, caring, charming, romantic, and so cute and stuff like that. And you showed them wrong. You showed them else. And I was like, I don't care. This whole storm is back and forth. That comes to an end. It comes to a completion. And they didn't expect that. They didn't expect this cycle to come to a close and to come to an end. They didn't expect you to find out the truth, to realize the truth. But yeah, that's the end of that part. So, hold on, I'm going to write it down. So the people that just want to do the tarot part. Okay. So, when I said it's an open relationship with this person was married, the person probably not actually married. Could just be their mother. And so that was the end of the first part, right? This whole thing, right? I should clear up the cards. So, no, I'm gonna leave it just in case. Got enough money back. But yeah. So if it is their mother, they pretty much put you in a third party competition with their mom, and some of them got off on the fact that you was competing with their mom for their love and attention. So how their mother wants them to be codependent onto them and stuff like that, only love them and care to them, it's the same thing that this person wanted you to do. Which is, your person can't, but I said before, they don't actually know how to do things by themselves. Man-child, because of that. Which is why they tend to come out as insecure, as a knight or a page and stuff like that, because they need somebody else to tell them what to do. They're not actually a king in no way, shape, or form. No way, shape, or form. It's just somebody that boosts up their ego to make them feel like a king, but they're not a king. At all. At all. Now I got the before tarot. So we have the Three of Pentacles and the Sun. So a partnership, a collaboration, a teamwork. That was supposed to, in the beginning, it was very happy. The sun was shining, very innocent, pure. Here we have the Eight of Pentacles. It was working towards something. Right, because the Three of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles talk about an apprenticeship. The Eight of Pentacles talk about mastering it. So it's you had the intentions to start something in the hopes of mastering and learning it. And we have the Moon. So there were some secrets or some hidden intentions that was not told and or shared. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles reverse. Does somebody not intend to put in the work and effort? Probably. And we have the Knight of Wands. Yes, somebody intended to play around. Then we have the Knight Nine of Cups. And it was, because the Nine of Cups is like a wish, but also they didn't have to make that wish yet, so they was emotionally fulfilled and emotionally content. Because you see that he's filling up the cup. Yeah, they was emotionally content with how things was at this point in time. Like, they're not putting all this effort and they playing around. Yeah, Eight of Cups. That's why the Eight of Cups was reversed. They was okay with having a cake and eating it too, pretty much. And you not knowing or not being aware of it. Because in the moon card, the face that's in the moon is the hermit. And the hermit talks about spiritual knowledge and stuff like that. And also, if you look on the Eight of Cups, there's a face in the moon, but that's not the same face in this card. And the moon is on the opposite side. So where this is it waxing, winding? Or winding, waxing? I feel like it's winding down. So like the winding's over here, waxing is over here. So like, or if I'm wrong, you know what I'm trying to say. Where the moon is over here, well, I'm assuming this is supposed to be waxing. This is more so closer to the new moon. So it's like things are not really illuminated as yet. Whereas when it's coming to the winding, where things are winding down to the full moon and stuff like that, where things are more so illuminated, we can see certain shit. You're now aware of what was lurking in the water, pretty much, or what was this person doing behind the scenes, or what was their intention was the whole time of being with you. Then we have the Queen of Wands. We have the whole femme fatale. It's pretty much the Queen of Wands wrap. And we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, hurt, betrayal, just breaking your heart, stabbing your heart, harsh truths. Then we have the Four of Swords. Yeah, you feel it from it, but we had that before. This person trying to break your heart, person, before you even pop my head, I'm not gonna give it a chance, stupid head. Before they can even do it, you nip that shit in the butt and you move it up, like you moved away, and they confuse. They trying to make it seem like they never gave a reason, give you an indication like they was gonna hurt your feelings. Just trying to make it seem like you're, like, way you acted was just weird and you just move it, but it's not. Because in this is the before tarot, and the Four of Swords is butterflies. So it's like you healed from this before this person actually was able to break you, like, stab you, and like, betray you and stuff like that. So it's like the slander and stuff like that came after the fact. You already, like, you choose to work with this person and stuff like that. It wasn't going right. It fucked up. You moved on. You healed from it. It was like, all right, cool. So this lies and the slander is doing all this after that came to after. Then we have Justice. Yeah, the scales was already balanced, and then they threw the shit out of balance. Yeah. Nine of Swords. The Justice being the scales was already balanced, but then the way that it was, they didn't like it, so they started some shit. And but with the Three of Pentacles, where there's three people here, and I know in the Nine of Swords is one person, but one person was in their head, stressed out, can't sleep, or having nightmares, because seeing the Swords is also dripping, because they do nothing but stab people in the back, and then the whole guilty conscience is gonna, like, affects them in some way, shape, or form. It could be in their sleep, could be in their dream. It manifested in some way, shape, or form with the whole bad health card, like I said before. And then we have Justice with the Eight of Pentacles. If you do the work by the book, everything would have went the way that it needed to go and moved accordingly, which it seemed like it was. Even though no one knew there was a spiritual journey and stuff like that, he was learning the lessons and literally fulfilling a contract that you didn't know he was fulfilling, pretty much. Healing things that you didn't know that was broken that you needed to heal. Right? Fixing things, like he was healing people, healing yourself, impacting people, and impacting their life in ways that you didn't even know that you was doing. And it was and also you would never have known because they don't care to give you compliments, because if they give you compliments and it will boost your ego, and then you start feeling like you're better than it. It's just like this person is hurt, okay, and they go around hurting other people. Even if you are hurt, if you're not hurt, they will hurt you because they're hurt. And Peter fucking Pan, and but the reason why Peter Pan is Peter Pan and he doesn't grow old is because he's dead. If you read the whole story, the reason why Peter Pan became a thing was because they had a kid and the kid died, so the kid will forever be young. even if you with the Smurfs, if you watch the Smurfs and you look into the reason, why are they blue? You will find out why they're blue and why they short. Also, what I don't understand, okay, if that is the case with that scenario, all the Smurfs was boys. You trying to tell me? No one realized. So yeah, a lot of the stories that they try to imitate or create has like a negative, either it has a bad ending or just a negative meaning towards it that they're not realizing it, or they realize and just don't care because they feel like it's gonna benefit them at the end of the day. And it's like, okay, if that's how you think or how you feel, but they just end up betraying themselves because all that hurt and betrayal that they trying to send somebody else, they just getting it right back. You reap what you sow. So they just reaping betrayal and heartache and problems and endings. And yeah, then we have a queen, then we have a knight. The queen tells a knight what to do. Then we have the 8 and 9 of cups. They did this for emotional and financial gain. They want to be able to eat their cake and have it too. Then we have the 6 of wands reversed. There was no victory in this. Partnerships or collaboration, it did not work out. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which we had earlier with the Knight of Pentacles with the Scythe. Yeah, they was stubborn, dragging they feet. So it's like the 3 of Pentacles talking about collaboration, partnership, and stuff like that. But in the 8 of Pentacles is one person. They was dragging their feet. They did not want to work with you. They wasn't gonna put no type of effort into work with you. So that ended. You ended the partnership, and you did it on their own. Did it on your own, and it ended up working out for you because you didn't give up. Then we have the Ace of Swords. So where there were secrets and illusions, you found out the truth, or you found out the truth. You cleared it up for yourself. And then we have the High Priestess. Yeah, there's High Priestess, no secrets and illusions. So with the moon being here, she was found out knew what this is, be able to clear it and break through it. Where we have Scythe here, and then move on and move forward. So it's like you can trick her if you want to trick her, but she doesn't actually. She knows with the whole yin and yang over here with the 2 back here. There's good secrets, there's bad secrets, there's illusions, and there's truths and there's lies. She's balancing both of it. And she's not gonna say all of it and stuff like that. Like I was just saying with Peter Pan. Now that you know the whole reason about Peter Pan and how he was created, you probably like, oh fuck, that's a sad story. Now when I said the Smurfs, she was like, what the fuck with the Smurfs? Like, yeah, it's a sad story with that too. Sad story with Beauty and the Beast. Is a lot of the fantasies have a lot of it's a sad story that ties to it. Some of it is good, some of it is bad. You just gotta take what you want. They make it Knight of Wands with the Knight of Wands. This person was a player. No matter how you put it, this person was a player. What they gonna do is play. That's one thing about it. One thing about it, and one thing for sure, the person gonna play. Then we have the 5 here. And then they created a competition because they wanted to have their cake and eat it too. Moon reverse. And they did not intend on telling anybody that this is what they was doing, or that this is what they want, is to have their cake and eat it too. Play around and party and sleep with that person and this person, and nobody be mad and nobody nothing. They didn't say none of that. None of that. They lied and deceived and tried to tell you you're the only one they're talking to. They don't talk to nobody else. You should only talk to them as if you're the only person that, they have many other people. Many people. See, Knight of Cups. They're a player. Also, if the mother was around and stuff like that, the mother pretty much condoned it or see all that, see that they play with females' emotions and stuff like that and won't say anything or don't say anything because, the mother more so only cares for the people that also can benefit them, but is also very similar to them that they can control and where their son won't be depending on the girlfriend, the son will still depend on them. Those are the kind of people the mother will accept. Because the King of Cups, not the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups here is a mask on the floor and he's wearing a mask. Like I said before, this person continues to lie to keep up appearances. Then we have the 7 of Wands. Funny enough, wasn't the 7 of Pentacles reversed as well earlier? Yeah. You defended yourself from this heartbreak and this betrayal. Because the Queen of Wands is playing the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is trying to play you. And then we have the Page of Swords. Now they stopping and watching because somebody is depressed and hurt and sad that you don't want them no more. But this had nothing to do with you because they started this whole shit. And then when they could have put this, when it came to an end, they refused. So you ended it yourself in a way that it can never start back up again. It's the endings of all endings. And they are hurt and sad and depressed. And this is why I'm saying that whoever wants to come and talk to you, talking to you will do absolutely nothing but make shit worse. Which is why they have nothing to do but sit and stalk and watch. They watched you heal this. Then we have the Six of Cups, which we also had earlier. Yeah. But the justice being here was being balanced out is the past. Yeah. 9 of Wands. Because you continue to persevere. What I said over here, when they did absolutely nothing, and I think I said it before, it was a project with the Three of Pentacles. There's a project I was supposed to work on. Okay, my analogy was like a project I was supposed to work on together. They refused to work on the project, so you did the project by yourself. But they still expected to get credit for the project, but not realizing, either you went to the teacher or the teacher just realized, like, you did absolutely fucking nothing, so of course you're not gonna get, like, points for it. And you did their part, other people's parts, you did it all by yourself, and you didn't give up. Like, it probably took you a while to do it, because the Knight of Pentacles is slow. Like, it probably took you a while to get it and to do it and to master it the way they need to be mastered to be completed, but you got there. Meanwhile, they just put up a wall to it and created a boundary towards it and stuff like that, and never, like, refused to overcome or let down those boundaries or walls and stuff like that. It didn't work out for them or benefit them in no way, shape, or form. With the Six of Wands reversed, there was no victory in it. It's just a long ass battle. And meanwhile, you're actually winning and you're getting away, and they just stuck with a guilty ass conscience. And you overcame their past, they healed from your past and leaving this in the past. Meanwhile, they stuck stubborn and moving slow and dragging their feet, trying to figure out how the fuck they change this around, but there's no way to change this around. It is what it is. It came to a close. It came to an ending. With justice being here, skills being balanced. Because they didn't want to do it. Spirit's like, I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to do it for you. Kind of thing. And so with the moon, with the lies and deception, the betrayals and deceits, all that's coming out, coming true. Like, coming out, being cleared up. If there's, like, any reconciliations that could be done, it will be done. But we never had any of that. We had end of relationship. There's no second chance. So it's like there's no reconciliation with any of these people. You could say sorry, cool, but it's like you don't really need their apology. You already forgave them and stuff like that. It doesn't do anything for you. Yeah, they know that. They see that. They fucking watched it. So now they're trying to come in with the Page of Swords. It could be like a message, but it's a very small message that does absolutely nothing for you. But it's really just pretty much dangle like a carrot in your face to see if you will bite, but you don't fucking bite because it makes no fucking sense to bite. And yeah, they just pretty much want to put you in a competition again. Then, yeah, Page of Mirrors, which is the Page of Swords with the gossip. So this goes here. Oh, they sat and watched you heal and then gossip about you. Oh, okay. So this was the extra card that came out. Cause I was like, what? So this was the extra card that came out. So technically, I start here with this one. I don't have enough space for that. Goddamn. Well, we gonna figure this out. Then we have Destiny with the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune, which is a change. Then we have 6, the double sixes. Yeah. It works out for somebody, it didn't work out for somebody else. And with the Wheel of Fortune being here, it is a circle. But it also talks about chances and opportunity. Like I said, this person had a chance and an opportunity to balance out these scales and apologize. They refused to fucking apologize and mean the apology. So Spirit was just like, okay, cool. You clearly seem like you want to be where you are. This person showed that they don't want to be where they are. So we're going to help this person. We're going to help you stay where you want to be because you look like you want to stay here. So now they're there, and now it's a problem. And it's like, it can't be a problem because that's what you want, kind of thing. Then we have, see? The fans. Like, which in this deck is the World card. Like, now they gasping, surprised, like, I didn't think I was gonna be stuck with this. I don't want this. And then the other people was laughing, like, like, I don't see why you thought you were gonna play with somebody's emotions and no one find out. And this person just like, okay, what else? What else is on TV to watch? Like, it's just regular. This person is really predictable. Like, it's really predictable. The Emperor. Who? The fucking Emperor. Then we had King here. Who, again? The King of Cups. Who was reversed? Why? Because they felt entitled. And then, see, the King of Rings, which is the King of Pentacles. So I'm going to put it here, because the King of Pentacles is underneath there somewhere. But technically, no, so I'm going to continue going in the order that I was supposed to go in. Then we have the Four of Wands, which says the Mansion. On here, the King of Rings is the King of Pentacles, but it says the Jeweler. So what I said before with the financial gains and stuff like that, now you have a mansion like you. And then with the Mirror, because the twin flames tends to be like the Four of Wands kind of thing. They're trying to mirror you and like do all this because of the money and of like now they're trying to come back to you and be like, oh, we're soulmates, we're this and we're that, because you have money, status, and wealth and power that they want to control and have like possession of. See, the villain with the devil, and they can't have it. It's like when they could have had it, they showed that they did not want it. So Spirit is like, okay, you do not want it, we got it, so we're gonna give it to somebody else. And now they mad because somebody else is gonna have it, and then they crying and throwing a tantrum like, but I did want it. And it's like, if you wanted it, why didn't you say that? Because of karmic ties, toxic ties. Where we had that over here that you're healing. See, Knight of Roses, front runner, which is the Knight of Wands. I'm gonna put that there. So, see, it went from down here. Yeah, it's all over the fucking place. We went from down here to up there. And then we have the Page of Wands with the Free Spirit. So they put you in this competition because they wanted to cake and eat it too. And they thought it was fun. They were just curious to see if they can do it. What will happen? Would you fight for them? Or would you just walk away? And boy, did they find out. No, to be continued, the cliffhanger. Yeah. And boy, did they find out. Putting you on a cliffhanger was the worst thing to do. And we have the Cocktail Party, which is the Star. And then we have the End with Death. Yeah. And then we have the Five of Rings with Competition, which was going to be right back on top of the Page of Swords. But I'm going to put it here. But yeah, the Page of Wands okay, this Knight of Wands was trying to come out and pretend to be like the... That's why I can't figure out what fucking knight they are, because they keep fucking switching. Like, they keep... I know they're not a king, and I know they're not the emperor. So just like, that's why I'm like, I can't figure out which knight they is, because 1 minute they play so fucking much and they wear a mask. So it's like, 1 minute they are the Knight of Wands, but then they go from being a knight to a page. But either way, somebody is telling them what to do and ordering them around. So the reason why they created this competition was to have a sense of power in some way, shape, or form. They feel like they were in control of this competition and playing with people's feelings and playing with people's emotions. And they, at the end of the day, they did all this shit for spite and jealousy and envy. They try to lie and gossip and slander to try to be the front runner with actual emperors, balanced emperors would not have listened to this person. So they didn't fully cop block you of opportunities or anything like that. They pretty much, the ones, I remember saying that one, like the ones that they did stop or hinder you from talking to were people that's similar to them. So it's like they kind of sort of did like a service to you in a way. Because the actual balanced and stable emperor doesn't give a fuck about this person, doesn't really respect this person. Is real. Also, like the cat, like I said earlier on, is real clear to see that this person's a mouse compared to like it's really clear to see. And they did all this for spite because somebody was better, like he was better off than that person. He was more like prone, like geared for like glitz, glam, fam, like a better lifestyle, a luxury lifestyle than this person. And with the fans and stuff like that, because if you've been here for a while, I did say like this person. In the main group, it's like 5. If they gathered, people went up to like 13. So like everybody, like bystanders, everybody in fucking Volve or whoever seen it, watched it, every fucking body is the truth is now coming out and they're not seeing it. Some of it's like some people is laughing at them. Because I remember in like a scenario, I did say like it was like one group they're gonna end up like fighting amongst themselves, and the person that started this whole thing in another group was gonna be the laughing stock. And like, it might, for some people, it might end up being both, where like there's fights amongst each other, like amongst themselves, and then there's somebody that's fucking laughing at them because the shit was hilarious, because the shit was stupid. And because it like it just goes to like wanting to have their cake and eat it too, and trying to be a player and doing whatever they could to be to be the front runner, to be in the front row, but not able to perform once they have that role and that job and that position. So they did all this for absolutely no reason, which is why they have this cliffhanger. They try to put it off as long as they could. Like, let's say, because what popped in my head, because I'm looking at, can't really see, but I'm looking at a hand, right? So, and it was more so like the middle finger, so it's kind of popped in my head. It's like a dick, okay? Let's say this person said like, oh, they are 10 inches, but in reality, they're 3. That's 5 inches difference, right? So you can't, there's no way you can like make that up, make up for it. Even if the lights is on, the lights is off, you can tell like, yeah, no, that's not like that kind of thing. So they try to put off of like having sex, so you won't realize that it's 3. Cliffhanger kind of thing. They keep trying to put it off, but it's for absolutely no reason. And then with the star being here, but then despair, then the star also being here, they don't have hope in their life. And then let's go with Emperor, then King of Pentacles. Yeah, so they trying to pretend to be the Emperor. You're in the King of Pentacles energy. You actually showing them, which is threatening their masculine energy because it's out of balance and out of whack anyways, and yours is balanced and stable. Even if you are a female, you're more like masculine than this person is. And oh, that's, yeah, you can be in a relationship by yourself and care for yourself and cater to yourself and be independent, which they can't. And that's why they're jealous and envious, because they always attach to people and make these toxic attraction, because in the Devil card there is the change and stuff like that, which is the negative attachment to other people. And they try, like with you, they try to drag you into this codependent negative situation and try to make it seem like there was this prize and there was this front winner, they don't want you, and they beat out all the competition, but it's like, they actually haven't. Because in the end card, the flower is voting, what I said over here, even though this is the star card and it's a party, this person's a Debbie Downer. There's no happiness or anything like that, which you've been through, so it's time to let that come to end. It's like, it's a pity party, and it's like, why would you want to be a part of that? Now, do the bookends. Gotta do my fingers, because I damn near forgot about the Emperor. So we have the the Page of Swords, right? With Page of Swords and the Four of Swords. So they watched you heal and gossip about your healing. And they pretty much, okay, while you was healing and stuff like that, they spread rumors and lied and gossip about you. And they did it out of spite and jealousy, because you ended and you walked away. You ended the situation with them and you walked away. And it's like everything that you came with, you packed up and you pretty much left and you walked away with. But it's like the experience that they had, like the memories and stuff like that, is still there. So like, even though there's no proof that you was there, like there's no footprints, there's no nothing, there's nothing, the memories of you is still there and ingrained in their heads and stuff like that. Also, with the end card with the Three of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, ending this situation is how you defended yourself, and that protected you. Then we have Justice, Destiny, and Justice, the Wheel of Fortune, which is Destiny, and the Six of Cups with the Star, Queen of Wands, and Knight of Cups. So people that you couldn't be yourself with and be vulnerable with, the scales are being balanced, and those people is being cut out of your life and being left in the past, because the wheel is turning. So now you're attracting people, or you're about to attract, or be in a position where you can be vulnerable with the people that you're around in your environment and in your space, where they're not trying to control you or possess you or intimidated or threatened by you in any way, shape, or form, or try to gather people to gang up and attack you. And then we have the Nine of Swords with the Nine of Wands, and then the Wheel. No, not the Wheel. The World. Which is pretty much the end of the cycle. Yeah, this whole stress and worrying and having the fight for your life, all that shit is coming to an end. All the lies with the Eight of Cups and the Moon reverse and the cliffhanger, all the lies and the confusions, all that's coming to an end. This cliffhanger is coming to an end. There's no new season, and like it's not a cliffhanger. It's literally the end of the fucking show. And like it's the end, move on, like kind of thing. Like it's just closing credits. Like it's that's simply what it is. And the reason why they feel like it was a cliffhanger is because they didn't intend for it to actually end. But it's with the world, the cycle's over regardless. Even if that wasn't their intentions, it is what it is. Which is the Hangman, which is the imprisonment. They did this to themselves. And even if Spirit got them out of it, they put themselves back in the situation. So they're in the situation because of themselves. Then we have the Emperor. Oh, technically it was the Five of Wands. No, either way. They created this competition to try to stop you from leaving, for one. Two, okay. They created this competition in hopes they would try to get you to come back and not leave if you feel like other people want them. But it's like they want to be in control of this competition and stuff like that, but they don't know how to fight or compete. Like they did all this for literally no reason. If somebody else is not there to do it for them, they don't know what the fuck to do. Or if no one's there to tell them what to do, they don't know what the fuck to do. So it's like, why start it? Or why create it? It was just for like control and possession. And it's like you can't even control it. Again, you can't control yourself. So why try to control somebody? Like kind of made no sense. Then we have the Knight of Wands and the King of Swords with the jeweler and the front runner. Is that they did it for the they did it for financial gain and like superficial like reasoning, and because they wanted their cake and eat it too. And it's like no matter how you look at it, what you put, they don't have it, and then they get mad and get upset. Also, with I saying like this being a twin flame, and then we have the devil here as a karmic twin flame. The foundation of relationship and partnership, even if it was a friendship, the shit was still toxic and a karmic regardless. Then we have the Four of Cups. I don't have the Four of Cups that came out, right? Okay, put it up here. So this is pretty much how they acted. They act like that staple, that they're happy with the life that they have. Because the Three Cups about like happiness, celebration, like they're happy with the life that they have and stuff like that. And they want help, and Spirit is trying to give them help, but they rejected the help of Spirit. They rejected you and also rejected the help from Spirit, which is why they kind of sort of stuck in the situation where they are. See, justice reverse. They feel like it's unfair. The scales wasn't balanced, but the scales have been balanced, and that, like it is fair. See, Three of Cups. The three cups that they was looking at that they was unhappy with. Spirit said it seemed like that's where you wanted to be, because when we got you out of there, you went exactly right. We went right back. So therefore, that's telling us that's where you want to be. Where we got this person said, hey, get me away from this person. We moved them away from you. They haven't gone back fucking since. Okay? This is showing us this person don't want nothing to do with you. So we help this person get the fuck away from you. Where you said, get me away from this person, put you here, you went back there. Clearly you don't want to get away from this person. So stay there. And they feel like that's not fair. How is that not fair? That's what you said. That's what you did. They can't explain how it's not fair. And it's like, I can't take it. I took you out like this many times. It's like you keep going back. So like, it's fair. It's fair. Now you're not getting. Now they're not removing you anymore. And now now all of a sudden it's unfair. That's crazy. Then we have the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. So the reason why they feel like it's unfair is because now they have a whole bunch of burdens that they want to put onto somebody else, and the burdens that they have is the ones that they planted for somebody else to pretty much reap. And we have Strength, because with the Sun that came out here, the Sun ties to Leo. Leo is Strength card. This person, we already had Pride earlier. This person is in their pride and their ego, which is the beast that she has to tame. Ego death. But that person will not know this. Why? Because they did not go on the spiritual journey with the Seeker reverse. Each major arcana has a lesson. we literally have the sun, justice, the moon, high priestess, fucking world, emperor, devil, death, hangman, wheel of fortune, and now strength. There's a lot of spiritual lessons that this person could have, like, honestly, with the hangman here, they could have been a change in perspective, and they sat on it and didn't apologize because pride and ego. Oh yeah, I forgot to start. My bad. Yeah. And then that is more so. Some of it is more so the ending, not even the beginning stages. And the ending is more so tied to Earth, the physical. And this person is materialistic. You would think they would realize it. The lessons that's based on materialistic shit. But hey, then we have the Page of Wands on top of the Page of Wands. And then, the reason why they play around is because the whole ego, and they go to whoever is flirting with them, and the Ace of Swords, 6 times here. They go to whoever is flirting with them, and greener pastures and greener grass and stuff like that. Whoever gives them the most attention, that's where they go. And then with the tree cut down here, see that ties to the 3 of Cups here, ties to this over here, where something is actually, like, people that's actually give them help and stability and shelter, they will cut those people off for money. The 3 of Pentacles ties over here. Then we have the 2 of Wands, and since then, nothing been able to move on and move forward. They know the truth, which is the hangman. They know the truth. They're aware of the truth. They refuse to accept the truth. So they sit there and just look at it and think and expect something to change. But their world reflects their inner struggle and, like, turmoil, and they have a guilty conscience of what they did, and they're ashamed of that. They're unhappy. Everything is all turning in on itself, or on itself and stuff like that. Yeah, work hard. But it's coming to end on your part, because you had absolutely nothing to do with this. And we have that here. Then we have the Knight of Cups. That goes here. At the start, somebody could be in the spotlight, but either way, the truth is coming out and it's on display, and it's very clear to see who's the problem, who's not the problem. Which is now they're trying to come in and give you like a romantic gesture. Yeah, with the fish. And before the fish was the King of Pentacles, which is the jeweler. So they're trying to come and give you an offer and talk to you because you're more you're now in the spotlight in a position where you have status and reputation and stuff like that. And then sad about it, sad squirrel, because they do not have none of it. And then this was slanted, so we have the Knight of Swords. So this person is kind of impulsive, violent, but the reason why it's slanted is the courageousness, it's the audacity more so of it. And we have the 5 of Wands. Yeah, they try to come in and rush in and talk to you, trying to get you to apologize for them putting you into a competition and they wronging you. Why should you apologize for them hurting your feelings? That's like giving the audacity. Then we have the strength reverse. Yeah, because it was nothing but pride and ego. What I said. The audacity. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which ties over here. The reason why they have not been able to move on and move forward, like I said, they dragged their feet. They were stubborn. And before, I was talking about the moon. It's the exact same moon. This been on their mind the whole time. They had time and opportunity to come in and change and apologize and say they're sorry and mean it. They refused to do so. So you walked away from their lies and deception, and they thought, oh, you will be back. It's okay. I can get them back. And Spirit is like, that's cute. No, you can't. You will not get this person back. And since then, they just been watching and obsessing over you. 2 of Wands. Reverse. See? That's why I love this 2 of Wands. Because technically, his back's supposed to be turned. He's looking at this wand and have the world in his hand, which is the past. Which is why he can't move forward. You is the past. You are the past. They can't and refuse to let you go because they are ashamed of what they did. And how can they free up their conscience? By taking accountability of what they did. They don't have, They feel like, okay, I know they keep saying like apologize. They don't have to apologize to you. There's not the one that you have to apologize. They have to apologize to Spirit, God. Apologize to Him. Right your wrongs for Him, okay? Like for Him. And where the hell did the Two of Wands reverse go? Oh, but they want to be slow and stubborn. And we have death. It comes down here. That's why they sad, because the situation has ended. And there's no chance of that shit coming back to life whatsoever. And then we have the Nine of Wands, which is over here. So you persevered. Even though like you don't, if everything wasn't told to you or illuminated to you, you still persevered and overcame it. So now when everything, like the full situation is coming out, it doesn't really bother you or mean anything to you or does anything to you because you don't fucking care. Because you already persevered over it. It was a challenge that you already overcame. Yeah. Seven of Cups. You just see it as a bunch of illusions and confusions that you already seen through with the High Priestess being here. Right? Because all the cups is in the same position except one. And then there's the moon at the top and the sun is at the bottom. So it's like, the sun is hitting one cup specifically. And the problem here is like, one of these things don't belong here. Like, it's like you can really clearly see which one doesn't belong here. And where I said before, that they attract people or like replace people with a certain type or like something similar or stuff like that, you were different in all ways, shape, or form. Then we have the Hangman. Yeah. And they try to put you as an option. And put you on a shelf. And keep you there. And suspense. Cliffhanger. To be continued. The King of Wands. So they, like, when they're ready to take action and come back to it, they will come back to it. And we have the Two of Swords reverse. Yeah, like I just said, when they no longer wanted this to be in like a stagnation or a stalemate, they will take it out of stalemate or stagnation. And Spirit just like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna do that. See, Ace of Pentacles reverse. It wasn't solid or stable from the beginning. With the Sun card from the way back. Because it was the Sun and then it was the Ace of Diamonds, and the Ace of Diamonds is the Ace of Pentacles. And that's why it's like the Sun ties to Leo. Leo is reversed and out of whack and out of balance. So therefore, the offer that they're trying to come to you and bring you was also out of balance and unstable. We already knew that with this tempting solid offer. So just pretty much just explain why multiple cards, like certain cards keep coming up all the time and why you keep coming up all the time and who pretty much is the cause of it and started this whole shit. Yeah. 10 of Wands reverse. So where you was burdened and stressed out over it, now you're no longer burdened and stressed out over it because you know who caused it. Also with Justice being here saying like the scale's already been balanced. Now, I'm not going to look into the karma of that person's life. I can just simply tell you, their life have not changed since you have left. So the same shit they was doing then is the exact same shit they doing now, just different people around. Maybe. Okay? Cool. Then these two came out with I don't know where to start and I cry at night. Which is the Nine of Wands. Yeah. With I cry at night. That's the whole nightmare and shit. But this is the before terrorists who don't see them crying yet. So before, they wasn't crying. Now they're crying because they're stressed out, you moving on, and they can no longer have you as an option, treat you like an option, use you as an option, manipulate, lie, slander, none of it is working. None of it is working. Because if you realize, once I started trying to like put the cards where it, like with the matching cards, shit started getting all over the place. Where before it was flowing, like their plan was, it was flowing. Shit started going all over the place as soon as you like freed yourself, you liberated yourself, you knew the truth. Then we have, they have hurt me. Yeah, so they hurt you because somebody else hurt them. As if that was your fault and your responsibility. And then we have, will this pain ever stop? Told you! All they freaking had to do, fucking apologize and mean the shit. Do not do it again. But they will do this shit. They will be like, I'm sorry. And then 5 seconds later, do the exact same shit again. Which is why the pain will not fucking stop. Because they don't learn the goddamn lesson. Which is why they keep getting fucking tower moments. And they want somebody to rescue them and save them. And God just like, baby, I save those who save themselves. You clearly do not want to save and or help yourself. So why? And then it's like, if I send help, you fuck over the help that I sent. I help you. You pretty much let me know that you don't want my help. So it's like, why? Like, I can't make you happy. Because they can't make themselves happy. Like, then we have, you were right. Which is why they did this whole war situation, because you was right about something and they was upset about that. Because they supposed to be right all the fucking time. Then we have a long for your kisses. Just run from this person every time. And then we have the heat between us is intense. Just run. Just run. And then I'm gonna get into the like healing part. So what did you heal? Let me just write this number down. Okay. Okay, if I can get the cards. Okay. So we have Heartstopper with TV show drama. I'm kind of watching season 2 right now. So if you watch the whole thing, do not spoil it. But that's kind of sort of what's going on. Okay, cool. And then these 3 came out together. So we have a book with a... Yes! I knew it. We have a book with the... I added a card into this deck just for this. And it came out. And it's like, yeah, that was my theory. And I'm glad it came out. Like, woo! Okay, so we have a book with the bell jar. Then we have Oedipus. And then we have working mom's character is Jenny. She's an IT specialist. She's shallow. She's self-centered. She progresses as the show continues, but she's very like shallow and self-centered and then impulsive. And she also on here she lied about her baby, because she lies and she lied about her baby father at some point in time to try to get people to sympathize for her. And it was just a lie. The Bell Jar is a very sad book. It's supposed to be about feminism. But she was depressed. But Oedipus is Greek mythology. That's the book. That's the Greek mythology. I was like, I had to unlock. That was it. Don't ask me what the Greek tragedy was. I don't know the name of it, but I know for sure that's a character, and he was or was the king of thieves and stuff like that. But his story, right? His mom was pregnant. Okay, a seer came and told his mom and his dad, like, your son's gonna be king, his son gonna kill you and do this and a third, right? And the king at the time, in all Greek mythologies, or just in the animal kingdom that we have here, they do not like the whole being challenged and their power being taken from them. So he was like, okay, once you have the kid, we're just gonna kill the kid. And I don't remember if the mother actually killed them or gave him away and just said that he was dead. And I don't remember how the whole situation started, but I do remember the seer came to see us all, like, he was gonna be king, the father gonna be dead, it was gonna be because of him, and then that's how he became king, and then his wife was gonna be queen, and blah 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 blah. And then he was like, alright, fine, we're just gonna cut like off him. So we don't have to worry about this. We don't have to worry about it if he's not dead. And it's like, if he's not alive, and it's like, that, okay, cool. That's the way to go about it. And long story short, it didn't matter because he did end up killing his father without realizing that was his father. And he ends up being king because he killed the king. So that alone, he became king. And then his wife was his mother, who was the queen, then became his wife, and then he then slept with the queen because so he slept with his mother, not realizing he slept with his mother, which was what the seer said regardless. So they tried to stop it, and it still happened. Because what popped in my head when I was saying all this was Rick and Morty, but it was that, but not that, because he still slept with his mom at the end of the day. No, they try to fight fate and stuff like that, and then, but it still ended up happening, which is why here I say, it progressed as the show went on. It happened anyways. It happened anyways. But yes. That's what there's a mom problem here, but I don't know what exactly it is. Is that somebody who's a mom was a boy, but they low-key like their mom once, so they look for people similar to them. So you can say the opposite of Floyd? Not Floyd. What? Christian Grey. I also put Floyd in here, so if that does come up, so let me tell you, you thought fairy tales is only sad shit I know. And we have What If, the TV show. I don't know if Netflix still have it. Then we have Silence of the Lambs. It's a movie. Also, that could be why this person's sad. They live in a fucking Greek tragedy. I'll be sad too. I'll be sad too. Then we have Mulan. And then we have Explain. It's a documentary. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, I pretty much gave the gist of each thing. Except What If. Okay, What If? It's a show. The lady was kind of fucked up. There was one business owner. I think she was like a scientist or researcher. And what she was researching was very important, but not a lot of people will fund it, so she didn't have a lot of money. Even though she had workers, she wasn't able to pay her workers like on a daily basis as she was supposed to. Stuff like that. The workers didn't mind because of the work that they was doing. And this lady who was well off, but still like a little fucked up, just keep that in mind. She was like, I have no problem sponsoring you, give you the money, I have money to waste and stuff like that. But like, I'll need you to do something for me and stuff like that. Like, what if I, like, your husband, he looks cute and stuff like that. Do you trust him? She was like, yes. She was like, so if I ask you to send your husband over for a night and you cannot call, like, take me out, he takes me out to dinner, take me back to my place, whatever happens, you cannot ask him about it, you can't do this, you can't do that, would you do it, and I'll give you the money. And then she was like, yeah, I'll do it, I trust my husband, and remember. Long story short, I'm gonna be honest with you, I watched it, I don't remember how it ended, so that's what, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember how it ended, but, yeah, it just, the whole what if, so like, that's why it's a what if, ... like, nobody knows what the fuck actually happened that night, other than the lady who was given the money was kind of sort of fucked up, and her supposedly bodyguard, but he wasn't actually there in the apartment, but the husband was in the apartment, so it was just those two, so it's like, it's his words against her words, and stuff like that, but then there's a bunch of hearsay, again, and technically in court of law, and the wife cannot ask, as well, because then if she does ask, she forfeits the money. Silence of the Lamb, there was a crime. It was one person, Hannibal Lecter. He was in jail because he was a cannibal, and he was the only person that could help Clarice solve the crime. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how he, at the end, how he did what he did. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that shit out. But it's just, the crime was people was getting kidnapped and taken. Like I said with the whole Peter Pan situation, people was getting taken. And it was more so girls. Smith, the Smurfs. But it was more so girls, okay, that was getting taken. And it was a certain type of girl that was being taken. And it was the reason why he was taking them. Funny enough about this story, when I was in high school, in my in one of my classes, my forensic science class, we had to watch this movie, and I was like, cause me? Okay? Cause I know my animals and my insects, where this is a butterfly, they kept calling a moth a butterfly, and I was like, a moth is a moth, not a butterfly. And that changed the whole meaning, and I was like, oh, he's trying to become a butterfly, but he's a moth. A moth can't be a butterfly. A moth is a moth. That's a whole different thing. And then, which is why Heartstoppers is here. Stay with me. It ties together. Because Buffalo Bill was taking fat chicks to then starve them to take their skin so he himself can be a female to be a butterfly. But he can never be a female because he is a male. So the best he can do was steal their skin. I know now you're like, oh, their surgeries. Buffalo Bill didn't know that. He didn't know. All he can do was take a kidnap. Which is what Heartstoppers is here. Because Heartstoppers, he, depending on who it is. Okay. So, which is why I keep saying somebody is gay, but, like, they're either gay or bi-curious. Okay. Somebody could be gay. Somebody else is bi-curious. But the person's bi-curious starts off bi-curious and then dip a toe, dip a finger. Okay? Just a lot. Which is why I keep saying it's either Mr. Garrison's situation and or Butter's dad. Where Butter's dad, it started off as a curiosity. Then he dibbled and dabbled. Okay? And boy did he dibble and dabble till it became a part of his life. That it was the only thing in his life. Okay? That he was starting to lie to his own wife. To, like, do this and stuff like that. And that's in South Park, but in this show is a whole different situation. That's why I talked about that, because somebody could be gay and pretend not to be gay and try not to be gay. Because in Mulan, the part that's popping in my head was like, no, your granddaughter had to be a cross-dresser. Like, it's just... I don't know why she was so mad, because I feel like Mulan was just trying to help her dad. I don't understand how that's not bringing honor to the family. Like, it's just... it was... I don't understand. Like, but all the ancestors was mad and shit like that. It's just, she was helping. It's just, but it's that. So they try to live their life for other people and try to suppress this part of themselves or keep it quiet or like not let it be known. But I'm gonna tell you, it's obvious. You can see it. They cannot hide it. It does not fucking matter what to do. It is obvious. So like a gay person, it is obvious. You like a gay person be like, yeah, that person's gay, like that kind of thing. That kind of thing. So especially if gay people keep hitting on them, and it's like, yeah, just, it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. Which is why Explained is here, because it's something about their sexuality. Somebody gay, either gay or bisexual, and not able to express themselves the way that they want to express themselves, either because of a mother or because of a role that they have to play. Mother and or role that they have to play. It could be the mother is making them play a role, but causing them to be depressed. Or they learned how to play this role from their mother. This whole cross-dressing and going back and forth, it's because they're their mother. And then we have temptation. And then we have entrapment. And this is what you're healing and breaking free by finding out the truth. This person tried to tempt you to get you stuck in something. The mental mind trap. And we have procrastination. Yeah, so you won't grow. Just things start moving slow for you and dwindling down. Then we have help from above. You told you, Spirit was out here helping people. Spirit helped them. They didn't want Spirit help. And Spirit's like, okay, cool. And now they like, that's not fair. Spirit's just like, bro, I helped you. What do you mean? Like, I helped you. See, say what you mean. Like, I helped you. You went back. I never said to do that. Like, that's what. Oh, this does kind of remind me of Move Along when Guy found out that she was a girl, and then he tried to come back and just restore honor and stuff like that. Like, that's what's like. I don't see why the ancestors was mad. But it's like with this help from above, even Mulan, it was her ancestors. It wasn't God that was mad. God knew what was happening and stuff like that. Where the ancestors, they didn't know what the fuck was going on. And we have house. Your home. And we had a house earlier. So you're more stable and grounded without this person. Now they're trying to come in and tempt you to cause an uproar. You fixing the rooms in your house. You cleaning shit up. Making space for new shit. And they see that. And they know that. See with the cat back here? You're healing. You're the cat. They're the mouse. So when the cat's away, the mice comes to play. So the play is the gossip and the slander and the lies. But no matter what, it's you being yourself and you being your true authentic self proves everything that they're saying as wrong. Then we have the inner child, inner child deck with Be Decisive. I said before, this person's indecisive. You're decisive. You can make choices on your own and you stick to it. And then we have Refuel with the Four of Swords. You rest and recharge. When you need to heal, you heal. When you need to sleep, you sleep. When you need to break away from people, like, you know what to do to get yourself to recharge. And they know that and they see that and they're inspired by it. Told you. That's the whole star-crossed shit. They actually do respect you. Then we have create. They expect the things that you do for your, like, your life and other people's life. They expect who you are, but they will never let you know that. Which is, yeah. So they did all this, and I know it's weird, like, they did all this, but they respect me, yes. They was threatened by the power that you have. They respect power of people of power and position, but they also wanted to take it. They cannot take it from you, so they created a campaign to lie and slander and say that you don't deserve the position that you are in, but you do. Because you did it all on your own, all by yourself. And then as if this person was to be in the position where you are in, they couldn't even make a choice to know where to start or know, like, what to create and what to do the way that you did. So it was like they could, even if they want to say, like, oh, somebody else got you there, or somebody else, they did this and they did that, and they is inaccurate. Because, like, you can stand by yourself and you stand alone and make a choice and a decision for yourself, and then we have superpower. Yeah. They try to lie and bring you down and slander you. See, weigh you down with a whole bunch of burdens, lies, and a whole bunch of stuff that wasn't true. And without really trying to prove this person wrong, you proved them wrong anyway, just by being yourself. Then we have turn into your inner peace with awaken your authentic self and be your true. What? Awaken your authentic self and be true to you. Then we have set your intentions with your heart and soul, which is the ones, which I said before. Then we have surround yourself with your soul tribe, which this person does not, which you are doing, which expires, which is why they release certain people and they're trying to find their soul tribe, but yet they don't do the healing, so they can't find their soul tribe, they just find more karmics. Meanwhile, you've healed your whole karmic situations, so you're actually finding your soul tribe, which is why you're getting treated better. You're going to get treated better than how you were before, because there's no karmic, there's no wounds, there's no trauma. Like, there's no trauma, so to create a trauma bond, like, there's none of it. Then we have step out of your comfort zone and try something new. Exactly. The reason why they are comfortable with karmics, which is why they keep going back to karmics. They are comfortable with toxic love just because they're used to it. And because you're used to it, that doesn't mean it's okay. And the person know that it's not okay, but they still stay there or give to it, entertain it. And then we have forgive someone, which I feel like you already did, because this person is who they are. And you just realize there's no point of being upset. Just really, yeah, they are who they are. There's no reason to be upset. Then at the back, with be decisive, we have I'm the leader of my life. And with the Emperor being here, that was a problem. They wanted to control you, but you are the leader of your own life, and a better leader a better leader for your life than they would have ever been. Then we have I am worthy and deserving of rewards. Yeah, you realizing that spirits helped you realize that you was worthy and deserving of love, and you can, like, lead your life and control your life. You don't need somebody else to control you. What was on this other side? With refuel, yeah, you're now starting to trust yourself a little bit more, and your self-worth and your self-confidence and self-trust is increasing, and your self-esteem. Then inspiration with my vision and I don't know the word, or uplifting. Yeah, the things that you think, you inspire yourself and you inspire others. But not a lot of people will like to tell you that because they're haters. Then we have create. And we have my creativity flows freely. Yeah, you're a very creative person. And also skillful. And it's like, no matter, like, it probably will take you a while to get there, but you get there. Meanwhile, or even if you have a short period of time, it's like what you can create or what you think of in that short period of time frame, like other people wouldn't have thought that. And it's just because of your creativity. Then we have superpower with I am a radiant soul, gifted with, gifted beyond measure. So yeah, like I said, but over here we're skillful. And then with way down, with all that I need comes, all that I need comes to be. So yeah, I said before, you cleaning up like the Ten of Wands reverse. You letting go of the burdens and the things that's weighing you down because you realize it makes no sense to carrying it with you or bringing it with you or dragging it along. It does absolutely nothing. Then we have stay optimistic, divine timing, and pay attention to the red flags, which we had earlier. With positive thinking and faith will bring romance into your life. And divine timing says be patient while things are unfolding. This connection is worth waiting for. And then pay attention to the red flags with know the warning signs of what an unhealthy connection looks like. Then we have boundaries. You need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will or will not allow. And the only people that will have problems with you setting boundaries are people that's trying to use you and manipulate you. So, pretty much this reading, even though it's long as shit, the reason why it's long as shit is because you're finding out the whole reason of why this person did this. So now you have the why, I won't say the who, the what, and the when, but you have the why. You know the rest of it. And then we have open yourself to others. This is how you will create new friendships and attract a love relationship. We had that earlier. And then we have past life. You have known this person before. It is a soulmate from a past life. Yeah, this was a karmic lesson, a past life lesson that you didn't learn in your past life, but you had to learn in this life. Now you learned it, so you're growing and evolving and moving forward. The Spirit's saying to stay optimistic about that. Because you have learned your lesson. So this person coming back has absolutely nothing to do with you. You have nothing. They have nothing to teach you. You have nothing to teach them. If it is something to teach them, it's more so your boundaries. And then it's you setting the boundaries, and then it's showing you how this person will overstep those boundaries, and they overstep those on purpose. And then you're realizing, you did this the last time, and it's like, yeah, they intentionally do the shit that they do. And we have new love. A new chapter begins, whether it's with a new partner or the current relationship. And then these two we have free yourself and distance. You do not need to be in control of everything for a love relationship to be successful. And distance, this separation you are experiencing is necessary for your relationships to grow. At this, pay attention to this red flag and free yourself, and finding out what an unhealthy relationship looked like. The shit was toxic. You're healing yourself from toxic relationship and toxicity. You be aware of that. You're good. You're fine, and also be aware that you do know a red flag when you see one, and you setting boundaries and when you with the new love that you're coming in, say like I'm willing to do this, I'm willing for this, and like compromise and stuff like that. But there are certain things that you're not allowing, and that's not up for negotiation. Your boundaries is never up for negotiation. Standards might be up for negotiation. Boundaries is not upset like not up for negotiation. Where this fake ass emperor, okay, try to make it seem like boundaries could be negotiated. No, no, and that's the whole toxic shit. And we have self care with be still and positive affirmations, which kind of sort of did already. And we have connect with fire, energy work, rest. That's the whole refuel, recharge, and the 4 cups, not the 4 cups, 4 swords. Grounding yourself, and dance. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune with Metatron, the recording angel with advancements and placements, teachers, guides, and records of the Book of Life. Then we have Gabriel with the Moon, with God is my strength, divine reevaluation, revealing messages have the power to destroy. Now the moon came out 3 times. It was upright for one, reversed for the other, and now we have one with the angel. So God is saying, pretty much, the lies and secrets and deceptions coming out, because it's time for the shits to come out, be cleared. It's like I try to get them to do it themselves. They didn't want to do it themselves, so now it's coming out anyways, because it was going to come out regardless. Because the lies does not last forever, but the truth does. Then we have the 5 of Cups. See, 3 cups was down regardless, but they keep going to it, so now they stuck with 3 cups, and now they sad and melancholy and depressed and feel like their life have no hope and no meaning, but it's their fault. So, okay. 5 of Cups with God, King, and Ruler, with prosperity, destruction of the enemies, and deliverance from bondage. Yeah. They wanted you to be the slave or you to be in prison. Now they the one in prison. And they feel like that shit's not fair. And it's like, if it's not, like, then why would you wish it upon somebody else? You weirdo. And then we have the you weirdo. Then we have the Lovers with joy of God, with joy and pleasure, brings happiness to couples and remove negative energy. This was a deceptive lover that was not happy in a relationship, that was never going to tell you that wasn't happy in a relationship, which is why they're trying to have their cake and eat it too, rather than actually trying to work with you to fix the relationship. They rather wait till you're about to leave or you're about, like, your one foot's out the door to then try to work on the relationship, not while you still had 2 foot in. Then we have the Ace of Wands with the Patient God, with fertility and I'm going to say multiplication because that's technically what it is. And then we have protection against despair and help one be patient. So what I said earlier, which is why one person is fine, another person is not, because one person actually did listen to like spirit and what they was doing and accepted the help, and the other person didn't. So now everybody's seeing that, and then it's just, it is what it is. Because the Ace of Wands is talking about like a passionate new beginning. One person has money, is gonna have like fertility, the other person isn't, which you already have the infertility. So it's like you was already broke, now you're gonna be even more broke. Where the other person, where they was broke, now they're gonna be rich, kind of thing. I don't even say rich, but like well off, have money. Then we have the Tower with the fire of God, with disruption, warns of disaster, and aids in transformation. Lucina is 4 archangels here. And that's a whole just two other major arcanas, life lessons that this person needed to learn. And the tower that keep coming out, it was a lesson that they refused to fucking learn. So they're just like, alright, cool. You made your bed, now you gotta lie in it, don't be mad. And they mad because they thought that this was gonna help them like advance and move on and stuff like that. But it's being destroyed every time they try. It starts and then stops. And it's because like the people that they're listening to is leading them to nothing but disaster. And it's like when somebody was actually telling them that, they refuse to listen to that person because it wouldn't be like quick gratification as what this other person was saying. And Spirit made note of that. So with divine reevaluation, and now when it's time to aid in this whole transformation, when one person is changing and another person is not changing, now they realize to see why they're not changing. It's because they refuse to, like, when Spirit was actually helping them, they listened to somebody else. And then the Spirit sent somebody to be like, hey, stop that. Actually sent help. They refused to help that got like Spirit sent. So not only was it God just talking to you, that you didn't listen, he probably sent a physical fucking person to talk to you. You didn't listen to that person because it was different than everybody else around you. But that person was different because they was trying to come in and help you actually change your life for the better. Where everybody else is trying to change your life for the worse. That's why they was different. You didn't want that. So we have a revealing vessels. Now you're realizing and seeing why that person came in and why that person was there, because now their life is better and they having money and things just growing for them. And now you're realizing, maybe I should have listened to that person. And it's like, what do you think? But think just God talk for the fun of it? Like, bud. We have the power to destroy with protection against the spirit. Like, yeah, that's something you just think he just talked for the hell of it, just for the fun of it. He just be doing things just for the fun of it. No, he has a reason and purpose. Like, then he have help one be patient with prosperity. Like I said before, this person want quick gratification. They want it quick and easy money, and it's like, okay, as quick as you can make it, as quick as you can lose it, and that's what this person is realizing. And then we have joy and pleasure with destruction of enemies and deliverance from bondage. Yeah. Today was keeping you stuck in because they wanted you to be stuck in this sad stuff and boring situation with lies and drama. And then we have bring happiness in couples and removing negativity. This shit was nothing but negative. You healed it, and they just keep pulling, stalking, and like watching you, and it makes absolutely no sense. And now that you know the whole thing, this person might not even talk to you, try to come to you, speak to you in no way, shape, or form. Because not only, with the Oedipus on here, not only do you now know that they low-key want to fuck their mom. Their mom had like a codependent relationship with them. So the mom, like, that's why Floyd popped out. Because it's Oedipus with a little bit of Floyd. Because Floyd wanted to fuck his mom. He didn't like his dad. So now he's trying to be like, everybody's first love. It's their parent. And it's just like, no, I'm not trying to fuck my dad. Weirdo. Like, kind of thing. And that's the situation that goes on here. They have a weird relationship with their mother that is not maternal in no way, shape, or form, and they like the fact that their mom want to compete with their girlfriend and the girlfriend want to compete with their mom for their love and attention. They get off on it, and then they don't like it. They don't want to accept and admit the fact that they get off on it because it ties into this whole Oedipus situation. Because they're going to be like, I don't want to fuck my mom. But it's like, if that is the case, then why are you doing this? And then it's like, if your mom if she has a boyfriend and stuff like that, then it's like, it just a whole nother can of worms that you gotta, like, it's just a whole nother thing. So, and then with the Page of Swords being here, so you being stalked and you being watched by a Page of Swords and a King of Cups, because the King of Cups wanted to have his cake and eat it too, and it all turns out it backfired on him. And rather than him just coming clean and facing it, like speaking the truth and facing the facts, decided to lie. And then the mother saw the lie and condoned the lie and just condoned the actions of, oh, we have another card, and condoned the actions of this person. And also, that's the whole Charlie of the Chocolate Factory memories keep coming up. When it was Mike, who the whole too cool, was cool. Now this person, when they was with you, they acted as and treated you like an option, and they didn't care and stuff like that. They felt like they was too cool to have you. You was beneath them, which is why they created this whole competition. And now that you're no longer there, they being, I think her name was Viola. Nope. It was some with a V. Was it? But she was the brat, right? And they called her a bad nut and stuff like that. Now that you're no longer there, they want to have you because she wanted something. She wanted the squirrels and she couldn't have the squirrels, so she tried to go and get the squirrels, and the squirrel knocked her on the head. He was like, "Oh, bad nut," threw it down the chute. If she had just listened to when they said fucking no, she wouldn't have been thrown down the chute. But they didn't listen. Then we have the Ten of Swords with reevaluation, protection from sadness, and give you reevaluations in dreams. Yeah, the four, with the Nine of Swords. That's why they cry at night. Person is stressed. Their guilt is eating them alive. And then we have the Angel of Nature, the Chakra Balance Angel with the energy work. And then we have the Angel of Truth. And the Angel of Strength. Yeah, so when they are working out of ego, you're actually working out of strength. And I was saying, like, the truth before it's going to come out regardless. I feel like this is the truth, which is why they can't come to you and talk to you. Also, if they was watching you or sending people to watch you, if you're living in your truth and speaking your truth, the people that they're sending is also gonna find out the truth and put two and two together. So they're the reason why people find out the truth of this whole situation by sending people and watching you and stalking you. So it just comes back to they did this to themselves. It's their choices. And they don't realize, which is very weird. Or they probably do realize and just don't care with the whole accountability. Want somebody else to take accountability for it. And if the person that they want to take accountability for it would be their mother. And certain things is the mother's fault, but not all of it. Like, this person being entitled and being a brat, that's the mother's fault. Yes. But at some point in time, this person do have to take accountability for their actions. Like, you can't blame your mother for fucking everything. Yeah. So that's all I have for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, then please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching.